Oh, cheers, guys.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, man? We got our boy Luker on here.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
What's up? I'm, couldn't be better.
Could be better?
Couldn't be better.
You know, you're the first person I've ever seen carry around protein puffs.
Oh, yeah. At all times, baby.
All times. Gotta get that protein,
all times.
man.
I am not missing the anabolic window. Not a
The
chance.
anabolic window. What is the anabolic window?
So, right, like I don't know exactly what it is, but basically, like
This
you
is
work,
right up
like,
our alley.
like, so you work out. You got about 30 minutes. You got to get that protein in. Otherwise, no gains.
No gains.
Really?
No gains.
So where's do you get that protein in 30 minutes before your workout, after your
30
workout?
minutes after your workout.
You want to get protein.
Yeah,
Fast.
for sure.
Okay,
Yep.
good to know. The more you know. I didn't know
The
that
more
was.
you know, I didn't either. I didn't know that was a thing. It's the anabolic window. He's got the protein puffs.
I mean, it
in
may
the
not
car.
be a thing. It's just what I've heard, and I do it, and it seems to work.
That's fair. I
so.
feel like there's it's hard to tell what the fuck is factual and what
Yeah,
isn't.
yeah. It seems like it's hard to find the
Like
truth.
you can look up anabolic window real, and then you're gonna find 8,000 reasons why it's real.
and
And then you look up anabolic window fake, and you're gonna find 8,000 reasons why it's fake.
it's so hard, because we have access to whatever information we want, but there's so much information. It's,
You're like,
it's,
I don't know what's
it's like you're not getting
true.
anything.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you're not getting anything for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
the
wild.
the internet can really tell you exactly what you want to know,
Mm-hmm.
even though it
Yeah.
could be. It tells you exactly what you want to be right.
You could research a candy bar for 2 weeks before you buy it if you want to.
Yeah,
sure.
we've
really
talked
could.
about it. We may have talked about it on past episodes. It's like you can find anything on the internet to back up whatever stat or whatever you believe. You know,
Yep.
That's so true.
if it's one thing, you can go down a whole rabbit hole of like the Earth is flat and find
We
out,
are
you
starting
find
off
all
strong,
the facts.
straight to
Yep.
conspiracy theory.
Yeah, you can find all the facts on how
False.
the Earth is flat, and you're like, wait a minute, the Earth might be flat. You're like, what the hell?
The Earth really might be fucking flat.
You read enough of it, you're like, dang.
Like you
Might
can
be.
find if you're like gullible enough to believe that shit, it's out there for you to learn and
What do
believe.
you mean?
You know?
Gullible
for
enough?
sure.
Like you're telling me that the Earth isn't flat?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh, it definitely is. There's plenty of articles out there that
That
can tell you
say
exactly
otherwise.
why it's flat.
Yeah.
Oh man, the protein puffs. I forgot about those. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're pretty fun.
That's what I took up to Asheville, right?
Yeah. I know.
Tell me you
we,
didn't like them though.
Oh, they're all right. They was all right. They taste like fucking cheese puffs.
Hey,
they
super
taste different.
healthy though.
Protein.
Exactly.
Dude, what was your experience? Was that your first metal show that you've been to?
Yeah. Yep. First one.
How'd you feel about that?
Yep. Honestly, I had a blast. I was just not to sound like douchey, but I wasn't expecting the people there to be so friendly and kind.
They're so
Like,
nice.
That's
everybody
accurate.
you come
That's spot
across
on.
is the
They
nicest
bump into
person
you like,
you've
I'm sorry,
ever
man.
met.
I'm sorry,
That's so
man.
spot on.
Yeah.
And the thing is like that one wasn't too rowdy. Like a lot of them can
Mhm.
get kind of rowdy with mosh pits and shit, and it
Right.
seemed like intimidating from the outside looking in.
And even I thought the rowdier the show, the nicer the people.
Yeah, as soon as you fall down, like everyone's going over to pick you up.
Stop now! Get him up!
Yeah,
You see,
yeah.
like before I went to one, I would have been scared to been the person to fall down in the middle of the crowd.
Right.
Now it would not faze me a
Nah,
lick.
yeah.
Because I understand the people that I'm around,
We
and they're
went-
the best
Yeah,
people.
you honestly sometimes you don't even hit the ground. Like they catch
Yeah.
you before you hit the ground.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
We
I
went
believe
to
it.
it was at Bon Secours Wellness Arena over in downtown Greenville.
Oh yeah.
And it was, what was it, Slayer, Ghost. Oh no, it
No,
was Slayer, Trivium.
No, Slayer was that we saw Slayer with Promise in Asheville, but
Oh, I'm thinking Lamb of God, Trivium. What was the other?
Megadeth,
Megadeth,
In
and
Flames.
In Flames, yeah.
that was fun.
And
A
but
lot
the
of
floors for the floor is concrete. Like
Okay.
the floor admission tickets. The general
Yeah.
admission where you
Like
stand.
Lowe's or something.
What?
You said the floor is concrete, like Lowe's or something.
Yeah, like a Lowe's, exactly.
Okay.
Like, Bon Secours is like a
Yes,
fucking.
yes.
It's like a cement
smooth,
pad.
smooth
Okay, I got
pad,
you.
yeah.
So whenever you get people drinking and mosh pitting, there's beer spilled,
And it
it
gets
gets very
slippery.
slick. So in the mosh
That's why I
pits,
asked.
when you slip and you fall, it fucking doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I bought my tailbone, man. I busted my tailbone like 2 or 3 times when I was
Oh,
like, if I
I
fall
got
one more
you.
time, that might carry me out this bitch.
And I really, well, that's what happens when you turn 30. He's 30 now, guys. If you didn't know. So yeah, but yeah, I remember falling in the fucking mosh pit at the. It was like during Trivium or it was during In Flames, and I fall and I immediately go to spring, like I flip my body and land on my hands and my knees before I hit my back. Like a cat. And I
Oh,
slipped.
dude,
I was
I'm
about
worried
to,
about someone stepping on my hands. And
I was about to
feet.
eat shit, and I go,
Our hands
"Phoop," and I flip, and someone immediately just picks me up before I even touch my
Oh,
hands.
nice.
And I was like, "Holy shit, I'm floating right now." How'd they do
But
that?
let me tell you about my experience crowd surfing, which we've crowd surfed a couple of times at these metal shows. And
Okay.
dude, was it Lamb of God one time?
Yeah.
It was kind of in the back, and Lamb of God is like brutal. Not
It's
necessarily
fucking heavy.
brutal. I mean, they're heavy, but like the crowd just felt different. I don't know if it felt different for you, but
the
it
crowd
seemed-
is like 40-year-old guys with goatees that need to punch something.
yes. And so like I'm crowd surfing, and I mean everybody's just like trying to like this dude punched me right in the dick. I can't. There's so many people. It's hard to like realize what's going on. You know,
Yeah.
you're crowd surfing over the top of everybody.
It's intense.
And all of a sudden you get hit with something. And most crowd surfs aren't like this. They're usually pretty like they'll just carry you on.
yeah.
But they start taking me because they get tired of people crowd surfing over them. That the crowd starts taking you to the pit and if you're a man, they'll dump you into the pit.
They'll throw you into the mosh pit.
And
Oh,
I'm
The
going,
mosh pits
nice.
are fucking rowdy. at Lamb of
yes,
God.
yes, and I'm going backwards. I just know it's coming. And I'm
like,
trying
"Take
to
me
get
to the pit."
yeah, they're
Don't
just
even have
taking
to
me, and
say
I
it. It's
can't
just like
turn
an
around,
unspoken-
and they just dump me on my neck, just right.
Oh, man.
And then this guy's like, "I got you, I got you." I'm
Pencil you.
like, "No, you don't."
I'm not saying shit.
Yeah, I need to get the freaking stretcher out here right now.
Yeah. Oh man,
Man.
bust the stretcher out. I remember one of our previous guests, Chris Harris. You hadn't had the
Yeah.
joy to meet him.
Yeah.
He we were at, I think it was Chevelle. It was either Chevelle or maybe Hailstorm.
It was Chevelle, but
I
I
think
think
it
it
was
was
Chevelle.
after Chevelle
or after
Sure.
Hailstorm during it was Chevelle.
yeah.
And so Chris is a solid 6'3", 250.
250, yeah, for sure.
And
Solid.
so there's like 7 of us, and Chris
Alright.
is one of those. And he goes, "So when are you going to crowd surf? We got Chris. You got to crowd surf. You got to make your crowd surf. This is your favorite song." And he's like, "I'm not going to crowd surf." And so we're like, "Oh, we're going to make you fucking crowd surf." So all 6 of us surround him, and we got to lift him up, and he tries to dead weight us.
Yeah.
He tries
It
to
is
get
not
low to the
happening.
ground.
He
And we
thinks
just
he's getting
force him
out.
up.
Yeah,
we
we
force
just
him
get him
up,
up.
and then everybody's like, "Oh, this big fuck." And then they grab him, and he starts crowd surfing. And then, the show ends, and we're fucking waiting. I'm like, "Where the hell did Chris go?" So we look over at the medical tent, and he's walking back to us. We're like, "What the fuck happened to Chris?" And he's like, "Hey, you fucks, whenever I landed, I busted my elbow on the pole on the
He
gate."
hit the damn metal plate from the guard.
No.
Like the guardrails, like the metal plate, they couldn't catch his big ass, so he fell and split his elbow open. It was like a gash
Oh.
like this long. He had like
It
a
was
big,
humongous. Like, he still has a scar from it.
Yeah.
That's a memory though.
Yeah, well,
That's
it was
a
so
memory.
funny, yeah.
And y'all gave that to him. What good friends.
Yeah, we forced him straight up. We're like, "Yeah, you're going up, buddy. That's a good experience."
Yeah.
Good for him.
And the metal shows. I love that shit.
So what made you like the 420 Sweetwater? That's all I feel like. That's my
Y'all.
go-to.
Y'all.
Yeah, that's all
Like,
I go to.
I used to
the
get it
420.
I would get it like every now and then if I went and ate somewhere. But something about that day having the light version, like that wasn't really to me that much different. Was I don't know. I just like it.
Right.
It's just
good.
it's easy to drink. There's not
It
like
is.
so much overwhelming like alcohol or
Hops or-
flavor or
yeah,
haze.
for sure.
And not that I don't like any of that. I like all of that.
Yeah, yeah.
But not whenever it's like I'm trying to drink bourbon as beer or something.
I got
know?
you. Yeah, yeah. I
Like,
got you.
That's why I like this beer.
You like liquor?
I do.
Yes.
But I do a little
But
too
you
much.
try to
probably.
stay away from it?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't blame you. I'm the same way.
Yeah. So before like the Sweetwater's in, what did you drink before that?
Before the Sweetwater.
Or like just IPAs in general? I know you said you drink that because of us.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you said you like kind of
probably-
IPAs anyways, but
Probably the Sierra Nevada hazy.
well, there you go. That's another
That's the
IPA. That's a good
classic.
choice.
Yeah. Oh, like before IPAs.
Like before exactly.
So it probably went like your classic little lager kid, drinking
Okay.
when his parents aren't home, old Bud Light.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
there
it
you
probably
go.
went from that to like wheat beers, like the Blue Moon deal.
Okay,
and
yeah.
then,
Blue Moon's the shit.
and then like 40 billion IPAs.
Yeah, I thought that's the same exact path most people that drink IPAs take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you start off drinking domestics and then you go to Blue Moon and then
I mean, I still
Everything
don't
else
like
follows.
hate Bud Light. It's just super nasty and disgusting.
I don't hate it, but I really wish
Yeah,
nobody would ever
those
drink it
like
again.
light domestics, I can't go back to them.
I can't do it either.
I wish
man.
I wish I could. Yingling is the only one I can really go back to.
Yingling's probably like if I have to,
Right.
I would probably go Yingling.
You
I
did
agree
solid,
with
man.
that.
I forgot how good it was.
It's
me
good.
And, me and Shawn actually, I think we went to the Slice one day.
Mhm.
It was like right before they re-up. And shout out to the Slice of
Very,
Simpsonville.
very good restaurant.
Huge
yeah.
fans on the podcast here.
Okay.
And We went out to the Slice on a Saturday before our podcast, and it was right when they had started opening back up, so they didn't have the bar open. So they only had bottled beers.
Okay.
And we're like, well, fuck it, let's just get Yingling. So we thought they were going to be on draft, and they bring out a bottle of Yingling. And I'm like, oh, I mean, I hadn't really enjoyed a Yingling in a while, but fuck it, I'll drink it. And man, this fucking Yingling hit. I was like, damn, dude, I forgot how good a Yingling is.
They are easy to drink. I will say that.
And then every time after that, like Thanksgiving, it was like all the way through Thanksgiving into Christmas, I was drinking Yingling. It's like I was buying a 12-pack like every other week of Yingling.
Dude, I forgot what you asked me before the podcast. I kind of wanted to, I didn't answer the question, but I wanted to talk about it on here. You said, if we had quit the podcast today, would I be happy that?
Would you have any regrets about everything you did until this point? Like, would you be like, man, I shouldn't have done that?
No, absolutely
because that's what I'm saying. So
dude, like we've had some of the best conversations and like good times and beers up here, man. But I think one of the reasons one thing I started noticing lately is that I was thinking the other day and I was like, this will be left behind for anyone to see. Like no matter what, like my kids, their kids, this will always be available for like someone to see, and not in like I don't see that as like a narcissistic, like, oh man, people can always look at me or whatever.
But as a thing like, I'm gonna guess where you're going here.
Okay.
A thing like, they fucking tried, regardless of what it was like, we just fucking did it. It's always here. Our conversation will be here.
That's what I love about it, man.
Yeah, but actually that for sure. But one thing that I thought of was like, like say I do, like when I'm gone, like dead and gone.
I mean, you are 30.
I'm getting there.
Damn. Fucking just stabbing the fucking open wound. It's not far from it.
When I'm dead and gone, someone like wants to hear my voice again. It's there.
Yeah,
someone
that's true.
Come see
how stupid we were,
how goofy we were,
how stupid we are.
Yeah, my mannerisms. They can experience
me like that.
and you as a person. Anytime they want.
Yeah.
And I thought I was like, that's pretty cool. That itself kind of keeps me going.
That is really cool.
Yeah, I never really thought
that was awesome. That's
none
cool
of us
shit.
got any of that because it just wasn't a thing.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we didn't have that with our grandparents. I mean, we might have you might have like some old recording, like some people that had like family in the war or whatever. You might have like an old recording of that.
Or something
picture.
Like that.
I mean, it's not the same as being able to like go to YouTube and be like,
and
my grandpa.
And watch your grandpa and your uncle fucking talk about
whatever.
Talk about dicks and buttholes. Because that's what we talk about on the Brew Collar podcast.
That's what we love.
Dick and fart jokes for days.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
someone's ringer's on. It distracted me.
Dang,
I was just playing.
No, you're good. I was talking with Heather.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, go. I was talking with Heather the other day, and I was like, we were talking about, like, what was your final meal? I don't know if we talked about it on the podcast before.
Oh no, we didn't.
Your death row meal. Like, if you're on death row, and they give you the last meal, what are you eating?
A Tommy. No question.
What is that?
Hibachi.
Oh, hibachi steak.
Hibachi steak and chicken.
Oh, okay.
What about you, Bryant? Well, what else? So about like you get,
I can pick any meal.
Here, okay, let me throw this controversy out there. So if I order a steak, right, I'm probably ordering it medium or medium rare.
Sure.
But if I order hibachi steak, I'm getting her well done.
I feel like that's
not the answer.
Well, that's what I'm doing.
Well, like some hibachi steak is like you kind of want it. You want it tender, but you kind of want it.
I want that like crisp outside.
But like a juicy, warm finish inside.
That's why I order it well done. It's not necessarily because I want it cooked all the way through, but I love the crispy little burnt stuff on there.
So there's a I'm not gonna name drop this place because I don't want it to blow up whenever this the podcast gets too big. But there's a restaurant that Gabby and I eat at all the time with her family a lot, and I actually went there last night, and they've got a dish. It's like an appetizer called Terry's Beef.
Okay.
Terry, like the name, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Their beef, Terry's Beef.
Okay.
So and it's basically like the size of like hibachi steak. It's like those type of pieces of steak.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it's medium on the inside and it's like a shell on the outside. How crispy it is.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, when I tell you, it is like some of the most tender steak you will eat, and it's still that crispy. I don't know how they do it.
Y'all went there last night?
Yeah, we did.
Is it what kind of place you say it was?
Yeah, it's a
No,
Thai.
no,
It's
like
a
you
Thai
don't have to tell me
restaurant.
which place it
It's
is.
a Thai
Just what
restaurant.
kind? Okay.
Yeah, so it's Thai cuisine.
Oh
And man, this place is
You got
is
me
phenomenal.
excited
It's
on
phenomenal.
me.
I'll tell you the name of it after, but
Okay.
because
You said-
I don't want the
Yeah.
So you said hibachi.
Mhm.
You said
Oh, so if I'm gonna do my death row meal,
I love this
Well-
question.
it's gonna be. I love steak,
I do too.
but it's really hard to pick between a like a ribeye or a fillet.
Well, you're dying. You better figure it out.
It's
Yeah.
hard to pick between a ribeye or a
You
fillet.
going
I
out,
mean,
man? What's it gonna be?
I can go with a tomahawk steak, which is fucking delicious.
You probably are gonna be hungry.
So I'm probably gonna go with like a 24 ounce tomahawk.
I like it.
Nice.
A 24 ounce big ass tomahawk steak. I'm gonna go with. See, now I gotta go to the sides. So of course I'm getting a fucking beer, a glass of bourbon with it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of bourbon. Maybe like some Woodford Reserve, something fucking like a little, maybe double oaked. You know, like some good shit.
Some
Yeah.
double oak.
Double oaked Woodford Reserve.
It's got that scent.
Yes, that. So I'm going with some bourbon. Definitely an IPA. It's got to be a fucking T-bone steak or a tomahawk steak. I think I'm going tomahawk over T-bone.
Really?
Going tomahawk steak
That's a
and
hard
a
one.
loaded baked potato.
Mm-hmm. Where is your loaded baked potato coming from? Like I really want
Idaho.
to. Like, are you? No, oh man, those are
I don't
the
know.
best.
I just made up a state. I know Idaho got the potatoes, man.
That's the only
Like
answer.
every
Ireland.
potato is different, dude. Like if you go to any, like every time, I swear a baked potato is different.
So, like, give me an example of where would you get your potato from?
I don't know.
Top
man.
5 potato places.
Are we including all forms of potato?
Yeah.
Like, are we doing
Sure, French
fries, hash browns?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Waffle House #1.
So Waffle House,
All
yeah.
of it.
All right, that's some good
If you're going to get a potato,
Yeah. So fries. I'm trying to remember where I ate yesterday because I had some really good fries.
So, for the viewers that don't know, our buddy Luca here, he doesn't remember anything. So, what's your death row meal?
I'm going to go with a big ribeye, seared on both sides, medium rare.
Yeah, medium rare for sure.
10 hot wings,
Ooh.
like hot wings,
With ranch or blue
ranch,
Okay.
with a loaded baked potato and like Das Boot.
cheese. Oh, beer.
Yeah.
Like, I like that.
Like a 32 ounce. Just let me go out, man.
How did you find out about Das Boot
From
Fest.
Beer Fest, yeah.
Beer Fest? I don't know what Beer Fest is.
It's a
Not
movie.
gonna
You ever
lie.
seen Super Troopers?
Is that the one like with the two cops?
Yeah.
Oh,
basically,
okay.
yeah. So,
That could be anything. That could be
No,
I'm sure he
that's-
knows
Yeah,
how that could
I got
be.
it. I got
so
it.
Super Troopers, the same cast from that movie, all the cops,
Mhm.
is in a movie called Beer Fest, where they train for Oktoberfest, but they have a separate thing that's like an underground beer fest in Germany, where they fucking
Okay.
train so you can drink beer the fastest.
Mhm.
Like the most beer and the fastest, like a whole endurance / speed test of drinking beer.
For drinking beer. Okay.
Yeah. And so the whole cast from Super Troopers drink beer, and they train for months. To it's fucking hilarious
Okay.
because
pretty
they have like a great grandpa that was fucking legendary beer drinker and beer crafter. So
That's where Das Boot came from?
I don't
as far as I know.
Probably not. I mean, it probably goes back
Okay,
further
let me,
than that.
let me ask you this though: is that where y'all
Yeah.
know
Yes, that's where we
Das
got it
Boot
from.
from?
Yeah.
Okay, that
That's where I
answers
got
that.
it.
That
That's where
tells
I
me
got
what I
Das
want to
Boot from.
know.
So whenever Shawn right after his wedding, I don't know if we talked about that on the podcast, but congratulations.
I think we did.
For getting married. That's pretty cool.
In October, yeah.
Tying her down.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dude.
But yeah, so after Shawn's wedding, we went out to we ate lunch, and Shawn's like the waitress comes up and she goes, what do y'all want to drink? Y'all want any beers or anything? He's like, yeah, I want a beer. She said, what size do you want? He goes, the biggest size you have.
I thought it was going to be like a 22 ounce.
Well,
24
guess what? It was like a 32
32
ounce. And
How
but
did
they
it come out in the like
however-
Viking looking?
It was like
no,
a
so it doesn't
horn.
come out in a Viking looking cup. Like it's not wide. It's real skinny and it's fucking like 4 foot tall.
Yeah. I was like this.
It's legit like 3 foot tall.
like a thin and misty cigarette.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like fucking 3 foot tall, legit. And he's like, what? I didn't. And she said, you said the biggest one we had. And he goes, oh fuck, I fucked up.
No, I drank the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah, he did. It was just like 2 16-ounce beers in
Yeah.
just a fucking big ass glass. It's like
But I was
obnoxious
like-
as hell.
I was like, I did say that. I did say bring the
Yeah,
biggest.
that's
I'm
kinda
lucky
on me,
it wasn't
yeah.
bigger, like a big
Yeah,
challenge or
seriously.
something that they had, because they're a beer place. The Yard House is really good. I like it.
Yeah, it was delicious. It was delicious.
You ever been there?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty cool.
So Yard House has like over like
Well,
50 beers on tap. It's like 100 beers on tap.
Bryant has showed me pictures of like the draft and everything. I need to go check it out.
That bar is
Like, it looks
insane.
cool. Yeah.
It's insane.
They have the selection. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's your meal. You got a big ribeye, medium rare, baked potato, chicken wings,
Yeah,
and
I
a
think
fucking
that's what
big
I'm
ass
gonna go
beer.
with. Some hot wings, so not like buffalo, but like a buffalo style flavor, but just
hot.
but hot.
Hotter. Yeah, like the slice.
I can go hotter.
10 wings from the slice, but hotter. But like you want them to come out like that.
Are you a wings or are you a drum or a flat guy?
Everybody in the comments, let us know if you're a drummer.
Drums
or
or flats?
Ooh.
I'll let you go first.
Ooh.
Look.
Flat.
why?
Flat. Why?
There's got to be a why to it.
I don't know, man.
You
It's
don't
just,
know?
It's a different experience. Like drums are easy and they're convenient, but they're just not. It's like sunflower seeds, right? Drums are sunflower seeds without the shells. I want the shells on there.
Oh man, see, I thought that's boneless wings. Boneless wings is drum or sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I
without
can
the
see
shells.
that.
Yeah,
I feel
I
like-
think boneless wings are a whole nother class.
They
That is
are.
that,
It's
that
just a
is a
nugget.
chicken tender.
Yeah.
It's a nugget,
That
yeah.
is a chicken
Nugget.
tender.
Yeah, it's just a nugget, man.
100%.
I said for me, I'm a flats guy. You can just fucking bite it and you can pull all the meat off. It's so simple to eat. You break the bone, you got all the meat right there, and it's more meat.
Done.
My favorite is like I'll dip. My favorite is flat. I'm a flat guy too, but I'll dip it
Mm-hmm.
in that ranch and just put that whole bitch in the side of my mouth
And just
and rip
And
that
just suck the meat
half,
off.
that half of it, and then I'll dip it again and rip the other half of it.
So clean.
So
and the great
good.
thing about a flat is if you look at it like the top of it, and you'll know it's the top because it's got that little pocket, and that pocket is for ranch.
Yes, and it's got that. You can grab that bone too.
You can grab the bone. It's like a little clean, and it's got a little pocket for ranch. It's like a spoon.
It's perfect.
You just, oh,
And like, and a drum has
Y'all
to be
got me
cooked.
hungry.
Sorry, man.
You good.
The drum is if it's undercooked, the little gristles and stuff will get stuck in
yeah,
between
true.
your teeth.
There's a lot of gristle on it.
I was gonna say that, like, if you just
I
talk
gotta
about
pee
how
already, I'll
much
be
like
back.
chicken compared to like whatever else is in a wing
Yeah.
you get, dude, flat also the way to go.
Yeah.
Because like when you take that bite, it's so consistent.
Yeah.
It's always the same.
Always,
Always,
dude.
yeah.
Always. Yeah, I think I'm definitely a flats guy over drums. Me and Bryant was talking before you got here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you into like movies at all?
I'm like, yes, but I'm not like a movie guy.
Do you have like
I
your
haven't
favorite like
seen-
actors or anything like that?
Oh, I like Adam Sandler.
Fuck
I like-
yeah,
I
dude.
like- I like a lot of
I
his
love
stuff.
Adam
I
Sandler
like-
too. Have you watched any of his his minor stuff like where he's acting like Hustle and Uncut Gems?
No, I haven't cut out the time for it. Like I would like to, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I just haven't cut out the time for it.
Yeah, I feel you.
I watched a little bit of like I don't even know if it was his deal, but he had like some stuff on Netflix. I checked out that, like and this may have been way back. I don't know, but like the phone, wallet, keys.
Oh,
like that whole
passport phone,
deal.
wallet,
Yeah,
passport-
yeah,
laptop phone, wallet, passport, keys. Yeah, that shit good, man.
Yeah, like I watched all of that, and
Yeah.
that was cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was funny. I like the classics of Adam Sandler. Like he kind of gets a bad rap here lately, but
Yeah.
like the old schools, like the Big Daddy, Waterboy,
Yeah,
Billy
dude.
Madison, Happy Gilmore.
They're just such good movies.
They're so classic.
It's like I want to be like I want to judge the guy, but like at the same time, it's like he's in so many good movies. It can't be the movie. It's gotta be him.
You gotta
It's
be.
gotta
It's gotta be.
There's just too many.
too many good movies.
There's too
man.
many. Like Click's another one.
Click's a good one.
That's
dude.
a good movie. I
Very
think
underrated.
that's a good movie.
Yeah, very underrated movie. I love
Mhm.
Click, dude.
I do too. I
It's
think
sad,
it's good.
very sad. Like at the
Yeah,
end.
exactly. Like if that emotion hits you, man, that's a good
It's
movie.
a good movie.
If,
So you go off. That's how you base off a good movie. Is like,
like if it gets in, if I feel anything,
you gotta feel something.
Yeah. If I don't feel
For-
anything, it ain't there,
Yeah,
man.
It ain't there. It ain't there. Yeah,
Mhm.
for me, it's like the next day it has to linger. Like I have to wake up and go, damn, I can't believe that like, this happened, in Django last night or whatever. Like that was a shocking part of the movie. Or like an acting performance might be like, wow, that was amazing. Leonardo DiCaprio and like Wolf of Wall Street or
Yeah.
something. Like
yeah.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Exactly.
I'm not fucking leaving. Like
See,
that part. Like
it left it
It
there.
left it there. That's and then like I want other people to experience like that's how I know what a good movie is. It's like the next day I start thinking about those things and I'm like, man, I need someone else to talk with this about. Someone else to start telling people about, like, hey, check this movie out. You know?
Right.
So
it's so fun, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I love it. I just don't watch them enough. If you had to so like I've seen it now, but before I hadn't seen it, and that was like Forrest Gump. So, what other high recommendations would you have for me as far as like movies that you think I've seen? Probably haven't. But if you had to like recommend,
Inglourious Bastards.
Okay. I haven't seen that one.
Okay, let's start. So he says we'll give you 5 each.
Okay.
Each. Oh, that's easy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's easy.
Okay.
Inglourious Bastards. That's my number 1.
Okay.
Have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Mm-mm.
That's number 1.
That's number
okay.
1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm going to go with. You seen Goodfellas?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Goodfellas has got to be in my top 5 as well.
Is Goodfellas the like whole like Italian style like?
It's
It's sort of like that. It's like New York Mobster.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's set in New York, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I don't think so.
Goodfellas, that one right there. There's the poster for it.
No,
actually.
have not. I seen there's one similar to
It's
it
a
that
top
I watched,
10.
but
Greatest movie.
You
of
know,
all
let's
time.
follow up with that. Number 3, Whiplash.
Whiplash is really good.
So good, man. It's one you'll really appreciate. We've talked about it multiple times, you know, in the earlier episodes of the podcast. If you guys haven't seen those, go back and check those out. But we've talked about Whiplash, where it's that like that. It's about a person who's striving to be perfect, and how it's not obtainable, but the art, like it's just so beautiful. The act of trying to be perfect is such a beautiful thing because it's never ending.
Yeah.
You know, you never stop growing as a person. So trying to be perfect is kind of like
Very
that
deep,
thing.
bruh.
Yeah, it is though. It is.
for sure.
Yeah. Whiplash is one of my all-time favorites.
So Inglourious Bastards, Goodfellas, Whiplash.
Yeah, I would definitely put that up there. After that, you ever seen? I know this is like completely off. Well, you say, do you want like?
Let me guess what you're about to say.
What's that?
Almost Famous.
No, I don't think he would really connect with Almost Famous. Like
Okay.
that.
Okay, I thought that's where you were going with that.
I'm trying to find something that he would really enjoy.
Oh, well then, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Yes.
you
Yes.
seen that?
Oh, brother, where art thou?
No.
What?
I've heard all the jokes and everything.
It's
but
so
no.
funny, man.
Dude, oh, brother, where art thou?
I watched Forrest Gump this year.
What?
Yeah.
So you're like completely out of the hole.
I'm way back.
Wow.
Way back.
What'd you think of Forrest Gump?
I thought it was really good, man.
It's
I
amazing.
thought
It's
it
one of
was
the greatest
really,
movies
really
ever
good.
made.
Yeah.
Have you seen Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
the one with the dude. God, I can never remember his
Robert Downey
name.
Jr.
Yeah.
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 With blackface.
Yeah. Dude.
I like how
Yeah,
that
it's
one
a
gets
good
the
movie.
pass.
I know, it does.
Wait, what was that one you just said that I wouldn't, that you
Oh.
didn't know I would like, or didn't know if
Almost
I would like
Famous?
it? Yeah, Almost Famous. What's up with that?
It's like a more of a
It's like a coming of age type film.
yeah. It's
Okay.
like a 14-year-old kid who
Mhm.
he's a writer and he really appreciates music and he starts to he gets this gig to write for Rolling Stone magazine.
Okay.
And he goes on the
But he's
road
pretending
with,
to be like an adult, so it's not like he just like got it.
Yeah.
He's faking it. He's lying.
faking like they think he's
Oh.
18.
Okay.
You know, they've only talked to him over the phone and they
Mhm.
gave him, you know, this they say go write, you
They
know,
give him a task to
go write 1,500. Give me 1,500 words on this band Stillwater,
Mm-hmm.
and he's following around this band called Stillwater in this movie. He's a Rolling Stone writer, and it's arguably my favorite movie. It's always been up there.
It's such a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, you would definitely like it, I think, but it is a different style.
I feel like you
guess.
appreciate it a little bit more if you like understand like where the music, like if you understand more music, like if
Right.
you're more involved in music and like rock,
Yeah, I
like
got
classic
you.
rock and roll. I
You would
guess.
appreciate it a little bit more.
I wouldn't have the appreciation.
But
it
you
needs.
still would appreciate like the coming of age story. I mean, it's a great
It's-
story.
yeah, it's
a really
really
story.
good.
You would definitely relate to it in that aspect.
Uh-huh.
But you
And
wouldn't like
it's
get
just
all the,
even
the
like you don't
musical.
necessarily. It's like the Queen's Gambit. I don't know if you've seen the Queen's Gambit on Netflix.
Yeah, he did watch that.
Oh, for sure.
I recommended that to him.
Yeah, I see every one
I
of them.
recommended that to
Dude, my man Brian over here, I don't. It seems like I don't watch TV, but my man Brian tells me something to watch. I'm on
Hey,
it.
you go watch it.
Yeah,
What's
probably. I don't
okay,
know why.
What have
but
you watched
probably.
that he's recommended?
Well, the Queen's Gambit, and then there was that other one.
Archive
I can't.
81.
Yep, Archive 81.
Was that good?
81.
I love that TV show.
Which one did you
I thought
like
it was
more,
so
Queen's
good.
Gambit or Archive 81?
Ooh, I don't know. like honestly, probably Archive 81.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I thought Queen's Gambit was better, but I'm really upset that they're not coming out with another season of Archive 81.
Really?
I think the show itself was better.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah, I'm fine with
I
that.
think it was better, but like, which
you
one did I
enjoyed, yeah,
like
I like
more?
that.
Yeah,
Archive
okay.
81.
I'm glad
Okay.
that you understand
Yeah.
the difference in that. I
Archive
feel like a
81.
lot of people can't differentiate between what's better and what I like better.
What do you favor
Right.
more, and what is actually better?
Right.
you know?
No. Queen's Gambit was definitely better.
Dude, that was such
Just-
a good show.
I thought so.
I kind of
too.
want to see more of that, like limited series. It's like when it
I
goes
got
on
to
for
watch
8 seasons. It's
Ford
annoying.
versus Ferrari too.
Yeah.
I think you watched that one too,
yeah. You got me into that one.
Yeah.
I
That
remember
seems like
that.
something. Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
really
You need to
I
watch-
did.
okay, you
I
need to
did.
watch
I
Fury.
really like that one.
The movie Fury. It's got Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
John Bernthal.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who John Bernthal is?
No.
Do you remember? Did you ever watch The Walking
I've
Dead?
seen that movie. The Walking Dead
the
TV
show.
show. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the
Well,
character that
parts
played-
of it.
You remember the very beginning, like the cops, the main character's buddy Shane.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was in.
yeah.
He was in Wolf of Wall Street. He was
Yeah.
in.
He was in Wolf of Wall Street. I forgot about that.
He's like a unfamous famous guy.
Yeah, so he's in Fury. Michael Pena. He's a Hispanic actor.
Okay.
He was. Have you seen the movie Chips?
That's another cops movie, right?
Yeah, so it was like they're like on bikes. So he's a
Yeah.
hilarious fucking actor. But it's got like that comedic relief. But it's Brad Pitt, John Bernthal. Did you ever watch the Percy Jackson?
No, I wanted to, but I didn't.
So the Percy Jackson movies. I can't think of the actor's name, but the main actor that played Percy Jackson, the character Percy Jackson in those movies, he's like the young guy in the
Yeah.
squad.
Wait, is that? Oh, I know who you're talking
But
about.
Fury is a phenomenal war movie. Like one of my favorite war movies of all time. Almost a top 10 favorite for mine.
Yeah. Okay.
But my last recommendation for you is going to be California.
California.
With a K.
Okay.
It's Juliette Lewis and
Mhm.
Brad Pitt.
Okay.
They play. The movie is basically Juliette Lewis and Brad Pitt are two just like criminals.
Mm-hmm.
But Brad Pitt is like kind of a. I mean, I don't call him a serial killer, but he's a fucked up individual for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And these two rich people just happen to meet up with him and allow them to tag along on a trip to California.
Okay.
And it's just
Okay.
it gets very dark
Mm-hmm.
on the trip because these two rich people are like they're just like a rich couple trying to write about serial killers. That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the people they get to tag along with them just happen to fucking be serial killers, and they don't realize it.
Okay.
It's a really fucking good film.
That sounds like it. That
And it's like-
sounds like a movie I would love.
It's really dark, man. It's one of my favorite Brad Pitts.
I love dark movies.
Some of the scenes in it like just really like let Brad Pitt's acting shine because it's like
Mm-hmm.
a little more of a low budget film.
He's so good.
But dude, like it really lets him shine in the movie. I like it. What are some movies you would like us to watch?
Y'all, goodness, I don't know, man. My library's so low.
That's all right. That's all right, dude. I haven't watched.
Um,
I struggle to watch movies lately. I just don't
I
have
don't
time.
know,
So.
like, cause like whenever, like if, I don't know. Have you seen have you seen It's not really like I don't know if you, like I don't want to recommend it, but at the same
Just
time, I
recommend
think it's a really good movie. And I can't even remember it because it's been so long.
Right.
But the fact that I remember it,
Yeah, okay.
I think it's called Secondhand Lines.
Secondhand Lines.
I
That
think
sounds
that's
familiar.
what
What's
it's
it, do you know
called.
what it's about, or you can't remember?
It's like about this kid who like I think his parents die, and then maybe like his grandpa raised him. I can't remember enough
Secondhand
about it.
Lines.
I just
Good-
remember like it
good
stuck
movie.
with me.
What's
so
it about?
much. Okay, so here we go. Yeah,
I figured he had seen it.
The kid
Yeah.
who plays in The Sixth Sense. God, I can't remember his name.
The Sixth Sense. Is that?
that's a good movie.
I See Dead People.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see dead people. Oh,
Yeah.
I always think it's scary movie when I see that.
I think his parents do pass away in like a car accident.
Bruce
or something.
Willis is
Bruce,
Sixth
yeah,
Sense, okay.
yeah.
and it's God, it's
What's that kid's name? I can picture his little fucking
I
fat
can't
face.
remember his name or the two old men who play.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
his two grandparents.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those are two uncles.
Mhm.
uncles or something. They raised him
Okay,
like
so
a
I've heard
farmhouse.
about this movie. I've never
Yeah.
seen
Yeah,
it.
Dad
It's-
talks about it all the
yeah,
time.
Dad's
It's
really
one of the
good
movies
movie.
that makes you feel.
Okay,
I think
cool.
that's what
Okay,
makes
cool.
a good movie.
I agree with that. I agree with
That's
that 100%.
that's gonna be one of my recommendations.
He said Secondhand Lines. Okay,
That's a good movie.
That's
I've
I
seen
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. I like that.
Yeah,
I gotta
that's
watch
a-
that.
that's a good one.
I completely forgot that movie existed. So
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's good.
What else do you recommend that you've seen?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Putting you on the spot.
Well, look, if anything comes to
Yeah,
you
but
as we
it's-
go
it's
through the
all good,
podcast,
though.
just say it. Just interrupt us
I
and
didn't
say
finish
it.
my other two.
So I
You
made
didn't?
my next two were Fury and California. That were my next two.
Really?
That were my last two.
California.
California.
I got it downstairs. I've been meaning to watch it.
Oh, you hadn't seen it, have you?
It's been since
so
I
you don't
was
remember
like,
it.
I don't remember
Okay.
it. Yeah.
You'll appreciate the fuck out of it,
Yeah.
dude. It's so dark.
Juliette Lewis and Brad Pitt. That's such a like not. That's
Such
the
a good
90s.
duo,
That's
man.
the 90s.
That's such a good duo.
You know, I love Juliette Lewis. What else would I put on there? As far as best movies I've seen I think that you haven't seen. Well, if you haven't seen, Oh Brother Where Art Thou is a really
Yeah,
good one for
for
him
sure.
to watch.
I
I think
agree.
that
It's
might
so-
be. Have you
it's
seen
so
No Country
funny,
for
man.
Old Men?
Yeah, I have.
That's a
I
good
have
one.
seen
That's a
that. I
phenomenal
like
movie.
that movie. That was
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah,
I mean, another Coen Brothers one that you would probably like is The Big Lebowski. If you haven't seen it,
I have not
The
seen
Big
that.
Lebowski is good.
so good.
Okay.
it would be up there for me to tell him to watch. Inglourious Bastards.
Number one, Inglourious Basterds by far number
Yeah,
one.
number
and Goodfellas
one.
number two.
Goodfellas number 2. Whiplash is up there.
I think I've been telling you for like a year to watch Inglourious Basterds and Goodfellas.
You have.
Have you
Okay.
seen
Yeah.
Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah.
That
That's
one is
so fucking good.
That's such a
man.
good movie.
Yeah. Fair question though. Do not assume I have seen it.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Do not assume I've seen it.
But then you'd be like, "Hey, have you seen Midsommar?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I watched it."
Yeah, I have.
Really?
I have seen
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Is
I
it
thought
good?
that was good. I thought it was good. It's just
It's
like
A24 films. They do some good. They
Yeah.
produce some good.
It's
That
just
was The
like
Lighthouse.
it goes kind of
Midsommar.
away from the whole like I don't know. It's just
Hereditary.
like a different. Yeah. I love that movie.
It's
they're
very
they're
ominous.
producers. They're not directors, though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay, that sounds about right.
I
Yeah.
think that's how. it's done.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think they also produced the company that produced Midsummer. I think they did The Lighthouse, The Witch.
Yeah, A24.
Yeah, I like them
The
too.
Hereditary.
Yeah.
Have you seen Hereditary?
No, well, I know of it.
Okay.
Like I
I
just
think
like
you would appreciate that.
they
movie.
do like what seems to be different type of stuff.
Yeah,
If that's
yeah,
fair.
a
Like
little
that
offbeat,
ominous, like,
yeah.
I feel like that makes no sense saying that about a horror
Like a movie that makes you feel uncomfortable,
Yeah,
but not in a
Yeah.
way like it's showing
They
you a bunch
have
of
their
gore, but it's
Yeah.
making you uncomfortable by the scenario that's happening.
They have their own
Mhm.
style, and I kind of appreciate that when it comes to horror or like anything. Honestly,
for
like
sure.
when
Exactly.
when you start a movie and you go, "Oh my god, that's Rob Zombie," or you go,
Yes,
"Oh my god, that's
absolutely.
Quentin Tarantino." Oh my god, that's Mark Scorsese or
Yeah, exactly.
or
Like Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick. I
The
was about to
Kubrick
say,
stare.
yeah, Stanley Kubrick is
The Kubrick stare where they stare through their
yeah,
eyebrows.
yeah.
Like Full Metal Jacket. Have you seen Full Metal Jacket?
yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay,
seen
rewatch it. Put that
parts.
on the list.
Okay.
Dang, I'm gonna have to write you like 100.
Full Metal
movie
Jacket's
lists.
like
Dude, we can
like,
send
like
you
military
movies.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket. All right, here comes hot take time. It's time for hot take. It's been a while since we had a hot take on this
Okay,
bitch. It's
okay.
coming right now.
Okay.
Full Metal Jacket is one of the most overrated war films of all time.
I remember liking it, but I don't remember.
It's fucking
like,
overrated, man.
I don't remember.
It's. I feel like it's more of a comedy.
So no, Full Metal Jacket is definitely very dark,
Yeah, it is.
but it's
I haven't
overrated.
seen
The
it so long,
first
I'll have to watch it
scene
again.
Oh
is
dang! I was thinking of a
fucking
different
the
movie.
Full Metal Jacket. The first scene is up here.
I
It's
was-
one of the greatest opening scenes to a movie ever.
I was thinking of Tropic Thunder.
That's fair. That's okay. That's
Okay, I
understandable.
definitely have not seen what you just.
Full Metal Jacket. It opens up with one of the darkest fucking openings, like a movie.
I don't
ever
remember
opened.
the opening to that movie. I remember bits and pieces of
You
that
remember
movie.
the
but-
opening with fucking Gomer Pyle, the fucking fat shit guy that's going to boot camp, and he's got the fucking donut in his boot locker. And
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
I know that is.
Well, I'm not gonna spoil
don't
it because
remember this.
I
I'm not
think
gonna
it's
spoil
a
it because you
good
haven't seen
movie.
it.
No, I have.
It's a great movie.
No, I have.
It's a
I
great
I've
remember
seen
now.
Full Metal Jacket. I just don't remember it. I remember bits and pieces.
Okay, well,
of it.
go back and rewatch it. People
That-
refer to it as like the greatest war movie of all time.
Isn't what's his name? The
fucking
hard-ass-
fucking
yeah.
R. Lee Ermey.
Yeah. He's a good like war.
Yeah, he
general
passed away.
guy. Yeah.
About 2 years ago, so rest in peace. But he's the same guy that I killed the whole damn sheriff's department in Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
He plays that asshole military guy very
He's
well.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
So you don't think you think
but
it's overrated?
the intro to the movie, it sets like a standard up to here, and then the movie's here.
He
The rest
seems
of-
very set on
Gosh,
this.
the rest of the movie's here.
Perspective.
The rest of the movie's so low.
There's
man.
like 3 parts in the movie where it's like up here though.
No, it's just
I
it's
think-
the first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes,
I
phenomenal.
don't remember the movie, but judging by his hard stance on this, I feel like he's overreacting just a little bit. He said it was a hot take. He did say it was a hot
The
take.
first 15 minutes of the movie is one of the best first 15 minutes of any movie ever. And then after that, it goes down to like a fucking...
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember
When
it.
the dude's like in the locker room though.
Dude, it's intense. That's what I'm saying. The first 15 minutes is amazing.
That's in the end.
No, it's the beginning. The very beginning of the movie.
I hesitate to watch war movies.
Why?
I don't know. I just for some reason I just don't have much of an interest.
Huh.
I don't know why. I really
I mean,
don't.
if it doesn't interest you, then
Then you're just fucking wrong. That's okay.
No. I know. Like that's why it took me so long to go back and watch Inglourious Bastards. and I love
It's
it.
fucking amazing.
So like, it's one of those things where, for some reason, I don't have like an interest in it. I have an interest in like here lately, like a lot of
Black Mirror. That's what you're interested in.
a lot
right
of
now.
dark shit. I'm into a lot of
Have you
dark
watched
shit
Black
right
Mirror?
now.
Shit.
Have you watched Black Mirror?
Mm-mm.
So I haven't either. I watched one episode the other night on was it Christmas
Black
Eve?
Museum, yeah.
Yeah, and it was I enjoy. It makes you feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Black Mirror does.
So the episode that Shawn insisted on us watching was the Black Museum.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about basically it's always like these technological advancements that people come up with,
Okay.
But like the early stages of it.
but the problem with these advancements or the technology is that human nature is going to make it into something really fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
So, like for example, there's this doctor that he gets he gets this technology that allows him to get inside of the brain of a person that's like hurting or whatever, and he can feel what they're feeling, so he can diagnose them quicker.
Okay.
So that's very good on the outside.
Yeah, so like a child comes in and he has, an appendicitis or something, and the child can't really describe what he's feeling. But he can put this cap on the child's head, and he has an implant in his like temple area or like behind the ear or whatever you want to call it. I guess temple.
Right.
I guess
like
to
that, but-
access the nerves.
Yeah, and then he can like feel what they're feeling,
So
and
he'll feel the same exact thing.
and then he knows exactly what it is, and he'll diagnose it. That's the beauty. Like that's where so like at face value, the technology is
technologically.
the technology is meant for good, but humans kind of use it in a dark way,
It's like this guy ends up developing a fucking
like a
fetish.
for
For pain.
pain, and starts like. Like a
And so what he
victim
does-
would come in with like his leg cut off, and he would just like enjoy the pain and not heal the victim.
It's like what he would do, like in the end, was kind of like you see him like in the mirror, like pulling his fucking teeth out, trying to feel pain. It's just not enough.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
spoiler alert for.
Well, this is just like a very tiny part of
There
the
it goes.
episode.
It is. It really is like the first 5
This
minutes.
is like a very
or
tiny
10
part of the
minutes.
episode. But what he does is he puts his cap on like homeless people, and then he'll fucking cause pain to the homeless people. So he's feeling the pain, but it's not actually causing him any physical pain.
Right.
he's not actually
yeah, so
feeling-
he, yeah.
it's not like gonna kill him,
very Interesting.
But he's like killing
That
these
sounds
homeless
cool.
people because it's fucking hurting them. But he can feel the pain and be like,
And what's
you
this
know.
called? The
This is
Black
Black
Museum?
Mirror.
The Black Mirror.
the episode
is
is
the
the
show.
Black Museum.
And
Okay.
each episode is completely different. So like,
But this one episode, the Black Museum. So that was just one piece of like technology that was in this museum, and like the rest of the museum has fucked up shit in it, and it's just like it shows you
Oh, it
these
just
stories
keeps
though.
going.
yeah.
But
That's
it's
just one
like-
episode, and like the
Yeah.
next episode might be there's some dark shit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been into a lot of dark shit lately. I don't
have.
know why. That I really liked. Oh shit! Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah, Love, Death and Robots. You talked about that for a while. I
That's
still
kind
gotta
of
watch
like
that one.
just an animated Black Mirror, basically.
You said it's like 20-minute episodes where it's like real fast paced.
Yeah, it's like kind of 10 to 30-minute episodes, and you get like this short, compact little story.
Where it's
And
fast
the
forward
next
almost.
episode it might be like aliens, and the next episode might be like zombies. The next episode might be like
It's fast.
a heartfelt relationship type thing,
Heartbreak.
where like
Are both these on Netflix?
yes,
Yes,
Okay.
they're both on Netflix.
Okay.
Which will bring us to what we haven't talked about in months. This has been coming for a while, and we've been slacking. We've been busy. We've got our fucking special coming up. Our Netflix top 10 Netflix things to watch.
mine's almost ready to roll.
Yeah, mine is right there too. So, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that back up. I mean, we've been beating around the bush.
How long did it take each one of you to come up with the number one?
Oh, it will take us like a week probably.
A
The
week.
number one's the easy one.
Yeah.
For me, it actually took me a little bit, and I
Yeah?
don't want to give it away, but the number,
How many was like really competing for that number one spot?
Just
I don't want to know which
it was
they
just,
are.
it was just one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
So
all
for me,
I
my
wanted to
number
know.
one's been there for a while, so I'm excited.
Dude, you are like one of the most positive people I've ever met.
I try to be, man.
You
There's
know,
no
like when
point.
I've met a couple guys through you, like some of your friends, and I was like, damn, Luker kind of stuck with me. I was like, this dude is like so, like being around you
Thanks, man.
puts a smile on your
Yes,
face.
exactly.
I
And,
appreciate
and
that,
I
man.
love being around people like that.
I appreciate
agree.
that.
Yeah.
That's how I try to be. It's
That's
so
that's
much
exactly
better.
why. Like
It's
we were
so
leaving
much
work today,
better.
and I go, Luker, what you doing tonight? He said, I don't know, probably nothing. I was like, come be on the podcast. He said, okay. What time do I need to be there? I said,
You're just like
you
a
be there around 4
roll-
will be good.
Yeah,
like a
just,
roll with it kind of guy.
just let it go, man.
Yeah. What
Just let
kind
that
of
go.
made you? What made you that way? Like, what made you such a positive person? Because I don't know. You don't see very many people like you, and I love being around positive people like that. Like, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I guess because I've seen the other side, and it doesn't like it's interesting the whole not positive thing, but it's not as fun.
Do you mean like you've seen the other side, like with yourself or like with other people?
Oh, with myself for sure.
Oh, really?
I think I've been very, very negative.
Okay.
I feel like for a while, but
You
now
think
you
it was
mean-
like how long ago was that?
I don't know, man. Probably at least 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay, because I know I've worked with
Yeah.
you only maybe 2 years now.
No, I mean, like I still can be. Like
Yeah,
if
for
we're,
sure,
if we're
yeah.
getting crapped
I mean,
on,
yeah,
I
for
can
sure.
be. But it'll still be fun. It'll
Now,
still be
when you
fun.
say you've been very negative, do you mean like to yourself mentally, or do you mean like to others?
Probably that. Like probably all around in general.
Even to others, you think?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, I can't say that for sure because I always try to be nice.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. You know who he reminds me of is Bryce
that?
Mitchell.
I could see it a little bit. A lot of people at I don't know if you heard of the YouTube channel Whistling Diesel.
I don't watch. Do you know who that is?
Yeah,
It's me. It's
It
me,
look-
bro.
it'll do this
That's
a lot
me.
like it.
Whistling Diesel.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll show you after this.
some country bumpkin shit.
It's the dude that basically what he does is he got famous off of like his family owns a farm and they had a lot of money, so he was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel where I just like kind of work around this stuff," and he blew up. So then he was like, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start taking these expensive ass cars and trucks and just fucking destroying them on YouTube."
How's he destroy him?
However he wants, with a forklift or with a bulldozer,
Crane.
you
Like
know.
a
Ocean.
beautiful, like brand
He'll
new
fuck,
truck.
or
and
it could
shit.
be old shit. It could be
The-
like fucking like.
You don't know this guy?
No, I don't know any YouTuber
when
like that.
He drove through the ocean.
So he designed this truck that had fucking
What?
tires that were so big that it would float.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So it's like it's so over the top,
It
but it's
is.
fucking hilarious.
And
But
no, I'm not. We're not leaving what he just said. I got to process. He drove through the ocean.
He
In
drove
a truck.
far?
through the. I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty fucking far. Like it was like deep enough where you don't want to swim.
yeah.
But I mean, did he like where did he go? Like, what was his path?
I mean, he's just
Driving-
driving out there.
He just go there and turn around, like, or did he?
Yeah,
Like,
maybe might as well.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or did he go from like Cuba
Like,
to Florida? Like, what was
no,
going on here?
No. He wasn't getting any speed. He was kind of just like rowing a little.
Yeah.
Like
Like the
he
current-
wasn't. He
the
wasn't
current that
moving.
pushed him.
The
Yeah.
treads on the tires were going like because like this big, you know.
Yeah.
So it was fucking pushing the water.
He's on
But
like the
tires were
beach
so
or a
big.
lake. What's the like?
It was in a
The
fucking
ocean.
ocean. It was the ocean.
The ocean.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But, like,
the
this
big
dude-
water.
This dude like takes like
Big water.
Yeah.
like
Big water.
he'll take like fucking brand like or like a badass like square body truck that everyone loves to see. You know, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that truck. That's my dream truck.
He'll beat the shit out of it.
That's my
Yup.
dream truck, and he'll fucking take it and just fucking drift and flip
Dixie
it.
Whistle. What was the name of it?
Whistling Diesel.
Whistling Diesel. Okay.
And so, and he always says like, "Oh man, I got this Lamborghini." Or he said, "Destroying the Lamborghini paid for by my haters." He'll have a Lamborghini, and all the people that fucking comment like that. Oh my god, I can't believe he's destroying this. It's just getting him more money.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That
he
is
bought a
hilarious.
Lamborghini with it, and then destroys that shit. Like,
He had a video the other
Wow.
day with a Bugatti.
oh my god,
I
like
don't know if he's actually going to buy it, but he had a video
This
with
seems
it.
like okay. You're between because Bryant. What you're 23.
I am, yeah.
23. Yeah, I'm 30. You're 27.
Mm-hmm.
So this seems like there is a gap of a certain personality that fits between me and Bryant because me and Bryant have.
sure.
We have a
Yeah.
very similar personality. Definitely, if you listen to this podcast, you know that we're
Yeah, it's hard to tell us
almost
apart
the same
sometimes.
person sometimes. But you could definitely tell like he's more of the newer generation. I'm more of the older generation.
Very similar,
But-
though.
We're very similar for sure. But like you're in between us, and I kind of see like old school tendencies in you, like I do in myself, and then I see new school tendencies in him, like you know.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's interesting. And what kind of leads me there is it seems like the newer age people are like really on like the TV cable kind of era is over. It's more of YouTube. Like the kid,
YouTube
like
and Twitch
everything
and-
is YouTube and Twitch these days.
Mm-hmm.
and OnlyFans and
Everything,
TikTok.
yeah, that's what it seems to be.
At the same time, it's all free. But
I
people are
know.
making a crap ton of money on there.
Yeah,
so
sure.
like,
But it's free.
so if you know that guy, like I don't know who's your favorite YouTubers. It seems like you know YouTubers more than you do like
Dang,
movies. You know.
man. I don't. They.
Or is that
This
a
is
stretch?
interesting. This is good.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you right now.
I don't watch like probably Whistling Diesel, and then there's this GM chess guy Hikaru Nakamura. I
Oh,
like
so
him,
yeah. So whenever I got
you're a
whenever
chess
hey,
dude.
whenever I got on the chess grind,
I guess.
he got on the chess grind too. But he's still on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so how would you, if you could get somebody into chess
Mm-hmm.
that has never played chess,
Mm-hmm.
how would you get them into chess? Because it looks so boring on the outside. All three of us play chess. We all love chess.
Unless you play it, it is. Like you have to start playing it to like understand, I feel like.
But do you have to have like a competitive mindset? Do you have to have like a more strategic
I feel like
mindset?
to me, it's a more strategic mindset.
Or like, is it like does the person that loves Dark Souls video games and the person that plays chess the same thing because they're chasing a challenge?
Well, let me ask you this question:
Or-
is a strategic mindset and a competitive mindset pretty much the same thing? Because I feel like anybody that's very strategic is going to be competitive.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm asking.
I feel like competitive and strategic are
They're
hand in hand.
close.
Because like anybody that's so strategic, like they just love strategy. They love.
I
Why
love
do you?
it.
What do
I
you
love
love
it.
strategy for? I want to be better than you.
True.
I want to be able to think better than you. I want to be able to faster than you. That's competitive. It's
See,
the same thing.
I think it's fun to figure it out.
That's part of it too, yeah.
Like the competitiveness is there, but I
But you
also
see
like
it more of like a
I like the
personal
idea
game.
of so I know nothing about this. I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna figure it out. Like that.
Okay,
to me
so
is cool.
maybe-
like somebody has developed something that they think is hard, and it may be.
So like
but
a
I
jigsaw
can figure
puzzle.
it out. Like if
Yeah,
you can
but I
develop
can
it and
do it.
create it, I can do it.
Okay, so you're more on the side of you may not be super competitive, but you are strategic in the fact like if I'm doing a jigsaw puzzle, just being able to do it, I'm challenging myself. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not comparing myself to you or you. I'm just being like, can I do this puzzle?
You know, I think I kind of align more with you on that because I'm more of a. But I force myself to I force myself into the point to where I like going against other people and challenging myself against other people in chess and Madden or whatever the strategy game is.
I do feel like I grow way faster that way
Me too.
than just trying to do it myself.
But I
will say
love
that.
doing it myself more. Like when I practice chess,
I can do it myself.
when I practice chess,
You're
I
not my
play-
dad.
when I practice chess, I play against the CPU because I enjoy the flawlessness of the CPU. It's like I'll let the CPU beat up on me, but like another human being beating up on me deflates me a little bit. I don't know.
So I think that's the fun in it. It's kind of like people talk about gambling. It's like if you don't put in, say I bet $1. If I lose that $1, it doesn't mean anything to me.
No.
But if I bet $10,000, I'm like, fuck, that means a lot of money. That's a lot of money to me.
Yeah.
$10,000 is a lot of fucking
It's a
money.
lot of money.
So whenever I bet $10,000 and I lose it, I'm like, God, that fuck, man, why did I do that? It's so stupid. But I bet $10,000 and I win. You know why it means so much to win? Because if I didn't win, I would have lost $10,000
Would've
fucking
lost it
dollars.
all, yeah.
So it's like, it's the same thing with like putting my pride on the line. Like I'm playing against a person. I'm trying my absolute best. So when that person beats me, they're just better. I made the mistake. They're a better player than I am.
That's what you would take from it from face value for sure.
And so that's what makes it so like hard is like people don't want to. I thought that's all competition. Is people don't want to lose. They don't want to feel fucking low. They don't want to try their hardest and be like, fuck, I'm just not good enough. I need to try harder. I need to get better.
That's a problem for me. Like I've noticed for myself, I'm more of a perfectionist. So like when I get in, like when I start doing something, I want to be the best. Like,
Yeah.
I want to be like the best. And the problem is that I don't have the time to sacrifice. And honestly, I probably like don't want to sacrifice that time.
Yeah.
Even if I do have it. So like when I was getting back into chess there, like early on in the early stages of this podcast, I was spending like 4 or 5 hours a day
Me too.
playing chess.
Me too.
And I bled it out to the point to where like
You burn out. So
I burn
fast.
out so fast.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, man. I don't know. I kind of want to get back into it.
I know it'd be fun again.
I miss it.
I accidentally.
It's such a deep dive.
I accidentally
man.
tapped on the app on my phone today, and I immediately swiped out, and I was like, "Huh, chess. That's fun."
I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
Yeah, it'd be.
But I just love I love chess in like the purest
person.
form.
In person,
having
fucking-
a drink, having a cocktail, sitting there playing chess, having a conversation.
Well, you
with
know
your
what?
friend.
I've been working on my cocktail crafting, my mixology. So, so whenever we play chess again, I'll have to make some cocktails for us. I'll make some old fashions.
Some old fashions.
Yeah. I gotta piss. I'll be back.
So did you know, Luker? Did you know that Bryant has a mixologist kit now, and he's like a big mixed drink guy.
I did not know he was. Now I remember him talking about starting it,
Yeah,
but I didn't know that he did.
big mixed drink guy.
He did that part under the radar.
Did he?
Yeah.
He didn't want to get made fun of.
I don't know, but I heard about him getting the stuff, and now I hear he's good at it.
I don't know. I haven't tried anything, so I can't tell you. Yeah.
Nothing.
I haven't tried anything from him, so I can't tell you.
How long has he had the stuff? Do you know?
A couple months, 3 months.
Oh, a couple months.
2 months.
So
yeah,
he's had time.
He's
He's
had
probably
time.
pretty good.
Yeah, he probably makes you a mean margarita.
Oh, I bet he could.
Dude,
He's gonna have to make something. I want to see what he's got.
I did too. So, what got you into chess?
Me, Bryant.
Bryant did.
Yeah,
He's got
I can't even remember how he did it, but he did.
Yeah. He's got those that competitive personality that is kind of easy to absorb a little bit.
It is.
You know? He kind of makes you want to
does.
challenge him.
He does.
You know, something
but
about him that makes you want to challenge him.
It's so fun though. Like at the
Yeah.
same time, like I could challenge Bryant in anything and not be worried about it, even if I lost. I don't know what it is like
I think
about
it's
the guy.
more of
Like
his humble personality, probably.
yeah, like the thing about Bryant is like I don't care what it is. I could probably be like a dick about it, and he would still want good for me, even though I was being crappy.
And I think
know what I'm
that
saying? Like, because of
you
that-
are the same way in a way.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe
'Cause,
that's
like,
your connection to
I
chess.
just
It's
want
like-
good for people, man.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of sad, man. I don't know if you ever followed the. I talked about it on one of the past few podcasts, and you ever followed the soft white underbelly on YouTube or Facebook
No,
or
sure.
anything?
No, sure.
It's this guy Matt Taibbi. I think it's Matt Taibbi or Matt Taibbi or something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he's went down to Skid Row in L.A. like
Okay.
every single day. I don't know if you know what Skid Row is, but it's like the dark of the dark. Like that's
Okay.
where like drug addicts and
Mhm.
murderers and gang members, pimps,
I just knew it was really bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Mhm.
So he goes down there every couple of like every day and interviews a person.
Mhm.
He grabs a person, interviews
Okay.
them.
You're talking about soft white underbelly.
Yes, and
Mm-hmm.
it's some dark shit, man.
You want to talk about dark? TCU's beating Michigan 21-3 right now.
That is dark.
That's dark as fuck. Holy shit.
Oh man, that makes TCU. If they win that game, they're legitimate.
Yeah, I know.
A national championship caliber team. I mean, they're going to be in the game, so
I know.
obviously. But
holy shit, I didn't
National?
expect that. I mean, this is the top 4 right now. So the winner, the 2 games tonight, go to the national championship.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who won the? I mean, I'm not a big football guy, but I want to know because
Alabama?
I'm already invested. Alabama won.
You remember the score to that game whenever you left? It was 10-0. Kansas State beating Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama won 45-20. Complete
Alright.
blowout.
But the soft white underbelly is like
Sorry. Yeah, we're back.
he brings in these pimps, sex traffickers, gang members, drug heads, meth heads, the scums
Everybody.
of damn Skid Row. So like,
Mhm.
and he has like 500 to 600, and it's like it's some eye-opening shit. Is to where like when you see a homeless person on the side of the road, what is your first thing that you think when you see a homeless person on the side of the road?
I wonder what got him there.
That's what you think.
Yep.
What do you?
I
think?
want to know what it is that got him there.
I mean, I used to think like
like
they're putting up the signs, need money, whatever, and I'm like, oh, get a job, like just try.
Quit being lazy. Just try.
Just try to do something. But now I kind of lean more towards. I mean, I still think that way a little bit. Like, what needs to happen for you to think that way?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think the right answer is what got them.
What
there.
got exactly? What
see,
got 'em there?
like used to, I would give to him and everything, and then like I feel like I have a better. I mean, maybe not. No expert on humanity here.
Right? Yeah.
But
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that I feel are in that position that put themselves in that position, and there are also people that probably didn't. But without me knowing, I can't just give
Of course.
to everybody
well,
and help them out.
The soft white underbelly brings in like a more understanding of that situation.
Mhm.
So like they'll bring in like meth head, and he'll ask her like she'll be like, I'm high right now. I just hit meth before I came in here.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll kind of talk. And he said that the one main thing that that they have in common is that 96% of them never had a father figure, which is
96% is an insane.
And he said that I think it was below like 4 or 3% end up turning it around. And he said he hands out like $2,000 or $3,000 a day. Like when they see him, like when you're a white man and you go to Skid Row, they see you as a person who has money, a person
they can manipulate.
They can manipulate, a person they can take advantage of. But he's down there to help them. So like he has eventually got to the point to where he's built his reputation to where when they see him, they see money, they see comfort, they see safety. When he goes in there, because they know that he's like the great white whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people kind of push back towards this channel because they think they're exploiting
the homeless people for clout or whatever you want to call it.
The homeless people for to make money. They're to make the YouTube
Matt
Lady
bigger.
is exploiting them to gain money.
What's the guy's name?
Matt Laity, I believe.
Laity.
Laity. Liata.
Is he forcing any of them against their own free will?
No. I don't think he has.
I never watched it. He recommended this last.
Has he
episode.
broken the law?
I don't think so. No.
Has he helped people?
But yeah, exactly. Exactly. People don't see things that simple.
Could anybody else have done the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So where he goes down there and
Just wanted to know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he goes down there and distributes money and helps guys out and helps people out. But like to me, it's more of like an understanding of how did that person get there?
How did he get there?
That he takes a deeper dive into that to where like when you see a homeless person, you might think you might have a little more compassion towards them than like, okay, this person is just lazy, they don't want to work. Because I think that sometimes it's deeper than that.
Man, I feel like there's a big difference. Like I feel like most people think drug addicts are lazy, and like I feel like there's more people that are lazy that are not drug addicts than that are. Because I've seen a lot of drug addicts do a lot of things for drugs, but I've seen a lot of lazy people who do all right.
I would agree with that.
The problem with drug addicts, to
differentiate.
Thank you. The veers make you a slur.
Yeah, I've adapted to the slurring because I've been drinking for a little bit longer.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. So like to split the two, it's like, shit, I lost my train of thought now. Yeah. The soft white underbelly is really one of those. It really brings an understanding to like the darker undertones of America that a lot of people are trying to ignore.
Right.
There really are people who have it that terrible, and maybe it is because
of decisions they've made.
But maybe it's because
this is the hand they were dealt.
Maybe it's the hand they were dealt. Like we talk about free will in here all the time. Like absolute free will. Do you have absolute free will to become whoever you want to become right now? Do you think you do or that you don't?
Oh, absolute free will?
Like, do you think no matter who you are or how you were born, and as far as like say, I mean, I don't want to say a handicapped person could be a fucking NFL football player, but if let's just say any person that doesn't face physical disabilities,
right?
Could they achieve anything that anybody else could?
Absolute
No matter what circumstance you're born in,
like 100%. You're saying
yes.
Like I'm born tomorrow.
I could be just as rich as Elon Musk.
Now, time out. You could sit here and you could spend 24 hours today thinking of a way to become the next Elon Musk. I mean, obviously you're not going to, but like you could come up with $1 million idea. You could come up with something like that.
I don't because of the time thing. So like, let's say Elon's IQ is like 160. I don't even know how all that works, right? Let's say mine's 100, right? That is a set number. Like it can change. It's variable, right? By a certain percentage.
Right.
Let's say it's 10%, right? Bam. That makes my IQ 110. Elon's still 160 without working. Let's say I work really hard, right? Bam. I'm 120. What he can do in 16 hours, right, takes me 20. And then I only sleep 4 hours. That affects me physically. Like I guess what I'm saying is could I do the same thing as Elon? Maybe, if I devoted 60 solid years of my life and left my family and focused solely on that. ate 1 meal a day. Like, to a point, yes, but to a point, no. Like,
Right.
I believe most people can do what other people do, but the workload ain't gonna be the same.
Okay,
So
I kind of like
yes,
that.
but the
Yeah,
workload ain't the same.
I agree.
Dude, I had a friend tell me, and I won't talk. Once we have my friend on, I'll reveal it, and you'll know who I'm talking about. But I had a friend say that.
As soon as you say what it is, the statement I'm
maybe,
gonna know.
maybe you
I'm gonna
will.
know.
My friend said that he doesn't believe in necessarily good or bad people.
Mhm.
He thinks that there's just a gray area. So like, he thinks that. I was like, well, what do you mean? I was like someone who rapes a child,
Mm-hmm.
that's a bad person. I think we all are on the same page.
Yeah,
with that.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a bad.
I
person.
mean, wait
But-
a minute.
But he doesn't he doesn't believe in like bad or good people. He just thinks
What
that
was the kid
people
wearing?
exist and they kind of are a product of their environment. Even though he didn't explain this to me like this, but when I have him on or when we have him
You
on,
work with him? Okay. I know who it is. I know who it is.
Okay. So if we have him on, I'll bring it up.
Here.
Oh, do what you want. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Go
thought he was
ahead.
asking me. I was like, I'm good. I've never.
No,
I'm
I
taking
just didn't want to be rude.
No, you're good, man. You go ahead.
And he was like,
It's my house. So
yeah.
that's why I said I give you permission. I give you permission
It's
in
your
his
room.
house.
This your room.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, buddy.
No. He was saying that there's just a gray area of people doing their best, basically. There's no good or bad. What is what is. And I'm kind of speaking for him now because I'm trying to find a way to justify it in my head, even though I don't agree with it. I'm trying to find a way because we didn't talk. We spent maybe 5 minutes on it, and I gave him pushback on it because I believe that I believe that there are terrible people, and I believe there are good people. But
So-
he thinks that you, Luker, as a person, you've done some bad things. You've done some good things. Who's to say what is better and who isn't better? Which action is and what action isn't?
I kinda,
We're basing
I get that.
our judgment off that
I,
based off of what society has told us.
I base it solely off of have you affected someone else?
Positively
If
or negatively.
if you have affected someone
I
else
agree
in
with
any
that
way,
100%.
shape, or form, like it ain't gonna bother me one way or another how he cuts his grass. But if he cuts all of his grass, comes over to
Or-
my house and dumps it on my stove and lights it on fire, then it's a problem.
He's a dickhead. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I think that's the answer.
Mm-hmm.
People,
I didn't
think,
expect you to go there.
you know, I think sometimes
You
we
know?
get a little too technical with some things.
Yeah, for
we
sure.
get a little too technical with, the way we look at life. I think we kind of crawl down these rabbit holes and kind of create these weird social norms.
So the first thing I thought of whenever you said that,
I agree.
Mark Norman has a bit about how close all of us were to being pedophiles.
Okay, what's this? What's
So
this
the
bit?
bit is that whenever I was in third grade, I liked third grade girls,
Mhm.
and now that I'm an adult, I like adult women. I'm an adult man. I like adult women.
Mhm.
Whenever I was in third grade, I like grape juice. Now that I'm an adult, I like wine, but I also still like grape juice. And he said we were like that close.
I think there is something weird when it comes to the first time I'm someone I can't speak for women because obviously I'm not a woman. But the first time I'm
Are you
male, it
I
depends
was
on the
gonna
day.
ask.
Depends on the day.
Uh,
That is 2022. Almost. It's almost later than that. It's
Yeah.
almost
I
2023.
wasn't asking you what you was. I was asking you what you wanted to
Happy
be.
New Year's in about a couple
Yeah.
hours, guys.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah, that's actually
Hey, y'all
a good
live it
call. I
up.
forgot
There
about
is
that.
something
We were
weird
going
to the fact that okay, I feel like I could be wrong here, so let me know if I'm wrong, but of men kind of gain a more sexual attraction towards whatever they're attracted to earlier than women do. Do you guys feel that way? I feel like we hit puberty before women do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I hit puberty in the first grade.
First
I
grade.
mean, I would assume so, but I don't know.
Puberty for me was
Like I definitely knew what I was attracted to in kindergarten, first grade.
okay,
I'm
I
pretty
did
sure.
too.
Whenever I say puberty, I got my first boner in the first grade. I know for a fact.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's.
I don't know.
Like, I remember, like,
first
first.
grade?
I'm
Yes.
probably
He
gonna
was
say
6?
third.
like 7 or 8.
So like
Like
second or
first, I'm
third?
gonna say third grade probably. Like very first.
Like, I remember
third
being
grade.
like,
like fifth,
I remember being like, what the fuck
I
is
feel like I
this?
could go back to third probably.
third.
Mhm.
That's early.
But I mean, you got to remember, I was in 9th grade with the fucking hairy chest.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I
At
mean,
the same time, like boners didn't mean the same in third grade as obviously
see, it
senior
didn't-
year.
I didn't
like
like.
just because I was getting them didn't mean like I.
I wasn't like
understood.
jerking off in fucking first grade.
Yeah.
yeah, but
Like, I know for a fact, like, I 100% knew, like,
you knew what you liked in the first grade, I guess.
there was no doubt in my mind.
hmm
Okay, but
I mean, now there is. But
nice.
nah, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Nice. Yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that. What was I asking? Okay, so there is like
Oh, men.
there are so like there are men who exist, and I'm not trying to excuse this. I want to be
You were
very,
saying that guys are find out what they're more attracted to.
I want to be
Yeah.
very clear here. I'm not excusing this behavior, but I think that this is why it exists. There are people. There are men like when we start getting sexually attracted to women or men, whatever it is, whatever age it becomes for men. That like that's the first time you experience like a sexual attraction. Like this is the first time you feel like, okay, I would have sex with this person.
Sure.
And do you carry that as you go old? Like as you progress through life? Like there's some people who don't experience sex like most people, like some people like say incels on the internet, like people who never
on
have sex.
Discord.
Sure. Like are there people
My buddy over here.
yeah. Are there people who exist that like they never had sex, so like they stay on that level? Does that make sense?
So you're saying that like I'm in high school, I'm attracted to high school girls. I never have sex with a high school girl, so whenever I'm an adult, I'm like, I never got to have sex. That's what's still attractive.
So they start thinking like I can't have sex with a experienced woman because I'm gonna be embarrassed. Like I shy
maybe.
away from having sex with an experienced woman. Maybe they were 21, 24, 27. You've never had sex with a person who is inexperienced, so you're scared to have sex with a person who is experienced.
So you're saying like
Because you're going to look like a fool.
they
Nobody
want
wants
that
to feel like a
control.
fool.
They want to be in control
They
of what's
want
going
to
on.
be in control
Because they
of
weren't
what's going
whenever
on.
you know when they were in high school, when they were getting bullied or whatever it is.
Exactly.
I see what
I
you're saying
think
there. That makes sense.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I think that's
definitely adds
what starts kind of like those 25-year-olds hanging out at the damn high school football
games?
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, motherfucker, you
Shout out
graduated.
to JC. No, no, he's got family. I was just playing.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Shout out to JC for
what
real,
are
though. That's a
you? Why are
fucking
you
legend.
talking to the
Yeah.
cheerleaders? You're 26, dude.
Oh,
what are you
God,
doing?
dude.
That exists, and I'm
It
just
does.
trying
It does,
to
for real.
find how it exists.
Okay.
Obviously, I don't agree with that, but
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I understand.
it's just I don't know what brought us here, but
I feel like if you're a logical grown ass man, like whether like whatever you feel, you know whether it's right or not.
exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Sometimes, exactly.
Like,
Sometimes,
like if you're not like mentally incapacitated in some way, I think there's no excuse for being a pedophile.
Okay, so
I just don't. Like even I don't care how much you like it. Like I still think they know it's wrong.
right. Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. There's,
I do too.
I mean, there's shit that we do that we know, like, I kind of fucked up there, and you immediately feel fucking low. When you
Yeah.
do something fucked up, like, well, that's for me.
Give me an
anyways.
example.
Here's the thing, right? Like if I go to the gas station and I haven't eaten in 3 days, and I take a candy bar, I still know it's wrong. I'm still stealing.
That's because you're a protein puff guy.
Exactly. Like I'm,
He's like, I could have just
I'm-
went and ate the protein puffs.
I'm gonna steal them. I'm taking them.
Well, Sean said, give me an example, though. Like, there's some times in my life where I knew I made a mistake. I didn't know in that moment. But, like, looking back on it fucking 3 or 4 years from now, I'm still like, why the fuck did I feel like I'm this big. I feel like a little fucking ant. I'm
Yeah,
so
you
little.
do.
And it's like, that's the dumbest thing. And I know why'd I do that? That's so stupid.
But
Why'd
you
I say
wouldn't
those
do it
words
now.
or whatever?
You wouldn't
Exactly.
do it now.
Exactly.
See,
But, like,
there's the difference right there.
How
I
could you
feel
be
like
a person that knows that because you fucking know if you're doing some fucked up shit, especially like fucking pedophilia. You're obviously abusing a woman or whatever it is, a young
See,
fucking
here's
guy.
the thing too. Like me and you, like you're with your early 20s. I'm late. Like the thing is, there's a difference. Like when you're 40, not that I'm 40, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's got to be a difference there. Like you don't get older and get worse off. Like, you understand more as far as wisdom goes.
Yeah, you do. Like, you definitely. I don't see how people could maintain a lifestyle where they know they're fucking doing something terrible.
Yeah, I couldn't live with myself.
That's very strange to me.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time we've ever actually went to this topic. I mean, that's the hard part about having like a very
Interesting.
free range podcast is that we cover a lot of we come back to a lot of topics multiple times.
People love freedom, though.
We come back to a lot of topics multiple times. Like we revisit sometimes, you know. But this is one we've never really touched on about. Whenever I said touched on, I didn't mean to make a pedophilia pun. Sorry. That was a bad joke. That was bad taste. I apologize.
I don't. I think it's funny.
That was terrible. Shawn would have laughed at that. He would appreciate that one. But, yeah, it's just like, it's so strange to me how people can go down those paths of like knowing something's fucked up and do it anyway.
I think a lot of it's just like, and maybe I'm wrong, you know, I don't know, because I've never been in that spot or talked to any of them people, but I feel like a lot of it's got to be related to just, you know, pure understanding of the world.
What do you mean?
Like, okay, let's say I didn't grow up here, right? Let's say I had a completely different environment growing up. Like my situation with the gas station and the candy bar. Like, let's say I'd never been in a gas station before, right? Let's say I always grew up at home and there was a candy bar. And if I wanted a candy bar, I went and got a candy bar, right? All of a sudden, first time in my life, instead of being 3 years old, I'm 27. It just happened to be a weird, messed up scenario, right? I go into a gas station for the first time. I take a candy bar. I put it in my pocket. I walk out.
Yeah.
Big difference between that and taking the candy bar and walking out and feeling bad about it.
But also, I feel like whenever you do that, then what's going to happen? Well, I mean, I'm just like feeding into exactly what the fuck you just said. So I don't know why I'm even saying this. But it's like you just said, or you walk into the station and you do that. Eventually, you're going to get caught doing that. And someone's like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? And you're like, what do you mean?
Exactly.
Like, you just stole that candy bar. I'm like, we have to pay for it?
Exactly.
Like, quit fucking acting stupid. You're like, no. And then eventually, you're like, oh, this guy's just a fucking idiot. And you're like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah. But see, like the thing is, once you know.
But in your mind, you're going to start adapting.
See, well, I mean, like with that
Yes,
with that
once you
person
know.
though,
Yes.
with the person that got caught stealing it for the first time, what do we do? What do we do with them?
Yeah.
If you do nothing,
Thank
this
you. Thank
point,
you a lot.
if you do nothing, at this point, they understand they can get 400 candy bars without it being a problem.
That's true. So whenever you were gone, I was talking about how this is the first time, like, we revisit a lot of topics.
We do.
And I thought this is the first time we've ever touched on the subject. And then I went to say that I didn't mean to say touched on as in like a like it wasn't like a relation to pedophilia. So before you got here, we were talking about if me and Shawn were to, well, we were talking about, before we started this podcast, we talked about, like, you know, we should make an album, like a musical album, because I play guitar, I play drums, you know, I play a little bit of bass. Shawn sings, he plays guitar. You know, we play music. We love music.
I hear
know?
you, big dog.
We fucking love music. So it's like, why will we not start a band? So we thought about starting like a 2-man album.
Yeah.
It's just making like fucking 8 songs, like a few covers, like a few of our own songs. It'd be fun, you know. And then we kind of led to you know, making our own top 10 lists on YouTube and like fucking countdown lists and shit. And we finally came up with this idea. And so we were talking before you got here. We're like, what if we did a movie?
Okay.
Like made a movie.
Like if we fucking made a movie.
Okay. I'm listening.
We came up with a script. We filmed it. You know, all that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what genre would our movie be?
Personally, I gotta think, like, what's the most quality movie with the lowest budget?
That's the problem.
You have something like, well, Reservoir Dogs cost
$1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million budget. Yeah.
Yeah. Terrifier 2 cost $250,000 and made $10 million.
Oh, that's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So, like, I think that's what like, how many horror movies try to create a slasher film that for $50,000 or $100,000, $150,000.
So you think a slasher is the way to go?
No, I don't. Personally, I think that like a drama or like a thriller would be the way to go. Kind of like a Reservoir Dogs style.
I did not hit her. I did not.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: do you think movies now are as good as they used to be?
That's a good question.
Let me. What
I've
do you think?
wondered this
What do you
too.
think?
No.
Okay.
for
Why?
one reason.
Why?
Influence. Like people in the 60s,
Mhm.
they didn't have nearly as much to go off of.
Okay.
So whenever I make a movie now, I can be like, oh, well, Martin Scorsese did this way, and then Stanley Kubrick did this way, and then A24 Films, they
Stanley
produced it in this
Kubrick,
way,
man.
and that fucking glance, and this fucking camera angle, and this fucking this, and this.
What's the last good movie you saw? Truly good, most recent.
I
ahead,
gotta
Brian.
think. You go ahead. 'Cause
Any
would
movie,
have
I
to
don't
think
care.
about this. I don't know what the last fucking movie I saw was.
Whatever movie it was,
I mean, the Batman. The
Last
Batman.
good movie
Hey.
I saw.
it was different though.
The Batman was different, yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Exactly.
Yes.
You make something different.
I would say Pinocchio. By
I feel
Guillermo.
like-
Okay, yeah, cool. I
That
haven't
was
Exactly.
the last good movie I saw. It was a stop motion picture.
I
and
feel like
a
I feel like
darker
if,
portrayal.
I feel like if you want to make low budget good movie now, you have to make something different. Maybe I'm wrong.
So what
There
would,
has to
what would
be,
be
yeah,
like
for
the
sure.
easiest path to being different? I mean, what I thought about the Batman, it was so different because the character or the Batman itself was not a fucking superhero. He was a fucking villain.
And it was a
He
good
felt like a
movie.
villain.
Dude, you want to know like the best?
felt like Michael
form of
Myers.
this? The best form of this is the Blair Witch Project. Like we're talking,
It was different at the
College
time, yeah.
students created like the found footage
Mm-hmm.
type of. We're going in the woods and we're gonna create a horror movie. It's a paranormal movie, and you might not like that, but if you do like there is an audience for that. You don't have to like it. You might like, you might not.
There's-
But
they also had that realism effect.
yeah, the
Yeah,
found
true.
footage they
It felt-
made
it
it
felt
feel
realistic.
Not that
real.
Yeah.
pure CGI, just
Yeah.
type. Let me come up with this and make it happen type deal. They
So I
put
feel
work
like
into that.
if you were gonna make a movie, it would be like a 1 or 2 set movie.
That's how I
It
feel.
would be a super small, like just like our podcast right now. We got a fucking
Mm-hmm.
nice little studio. It's ours, though.
Yeah.
You know, it's not too much, but it's ours.
Yeah, it has to be good dialogue, good writing, good directing, good
Work.
acting. It's a lot of work.
I feel like definitely acting and writing are the biggest two.
However,
directing.
if you ain't got the money, you gotta have the work.
You gotta have the work.
you
gotta have
can't-
the
you
work.
You can't go without both of them.
You can't.
Yeah, it's true.
You're gonna have a shitty fucking movie.
I mean,
I mean,
you
there's a
might.
lot of them.
You might.
We would probably make one.
you
But-
might be 1 out of 100 million. I
But
don't
you know,
know.
I love to quote this, the Eagles documentary. Whenever Don Henley's talking about whenever he spent some days with Bob Seger, and he says, I want to write songs, but I think they're going to suck. And Bob Seger says, well, they're going to suck.
They're going to suck.
Mm-hmm.
If you write songs, they're going to fucking suck. It's going to be shit. It's going to be trash.
The first time you ever played chess, Luker,
Mm-hmm.
you were terrible.
You know what's funny?
Terrible.
You know what's funny? The last time I ever played chess, also still terrible.
Yeah, true. But
Spent hours, still terrible.
but the last version of you, both of you that
the
played
best
chess,
version.
Mm-hmm.
can beat the first person who's ever played chess for the first
Very
time.
easily.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's the
yeah.
cap. How much time are you willing to sacrifice to
Luker's beat
improve
me in
yourself?
chess, by the way. Luker's beat me.
He beat you
I
at
have.
in Asheville.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?
That's when
I was
beat
like,
him.
I
forgot. I completely
okay.
forgot we played.
I've beat him online too. Like, here's the thing,
Like
right?
like a legit fucking chess
Yeah.
match.
There's-
No,
there-
I was like
every
like,
time I
played
beat
bad
Bryant
Nashville.
though, the only way I beat Bryant was to do something random that made no sense. Like basically, I had to think of a move that made no sense.
See, I
right?
disagree.
Try to think like moves ahead, and be like, okay, if he can't follow this, hopefully this will work.
In
like,
Asheville, that happened. But whenever he beat me on the phone one time,
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't just like him fucking doing random shit and I fucked up. No, he just beat me.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just straight up out fucking played me.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one time I can say like he really like I was like,
Yeah.
motherfucker, he beat me. Like I when he beat me in Asheville, I was like, yeah, I fucked up. I made some blunders.
That
But when
was
he beat me
that
in
was some
fucking when he beat me on the
shit.
phone that one time, I was like, this motherfucker just actually beat
Dude,
me.
that burger that we had,
Oh, best
Farm
burger
fresh?
I have
Farm-
ever had.
it's up
burger.
there. It's up
Farm
there.
burger.
Let me
Farm
just
burger.
say, and this may not be a popular opinion. I don't care. The pickles, bro.
The pickles.
I love
Pickles.
pickles.
I love
man.
The pickles
are so
made
good.
that thing.
Dude, I kind of like. I really appreciate all foods, like all
I do
foods.
too. I do.
Yeah, you
For
don't
what
eat,
they
you don't eat
are.
enough sushi though. You don't appreciate sushi like you
No,
should.
I do like sushi, but like, I don't appreciate the price for sushi. Like,
That's my problem
if
with
I'm going
sushi
to
too.
spend,
Worth it.
if I'm going to
It's like-
spend for you, it is. For me, it's not.
Well, the
I
problem
don't find
is,
the taste of the food.
It's so variable though.
And
like,
I
hear me out.
can't-
The problem
can get
is
the
you gotta
same
try the
sushi
place
for
right
10
across the
and
road from this
40.
house.
Everybody says that. I know.
The
I
place
need to-
right across the road from this house is the fucking place.
Here's my problem. I love drinking too much to where like
Don't
okay.
we all?
I don't go to. I mean, I can go to Sushi Burger throughout the week, but like only drink on the weekends. It's like the only time I go out to like enjoy myself is like the weekends, and I'm drinking on the weekends.
I see that. So, and the only time I really eat Asian food is I don't ever drink when I eat Asian food. And I feel like there's no alcohol that goes good with Asian food. And that's probably why like most Asians
fully agree
aren't
with you
fat.
on that.
That's why
I
most
don't know. I
Asians
think
aren't fat as fuck.
I mean, I agree with you because I feel like I'm ignorant to that, but I think
Anytime
there's
I eat
people out there that
ramen-
would go, dude, there's plenty of alcohol that goes great with Asian food.
But not that I like or that I'm not like accustomed
you
to.
don't know, yeah.
Like maybe sake. That's the first thing I think of because I don't
but
know any better.
The thing is, like, I don't want to go have dinner and drink a bottle of sake.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to happen.
Dude, sake never hit me like that. Like a warm sake just felt like warm water. To
Yeah.
me.
Yeah?
Like a little bit of vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, you
People
just-
like, oh, this
you
thing is
just-
style. I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause you don't know shit.
You built different.
Yeah.
sake is never
I'll be
was
drinking
never
that
that
for
big
sure.
for me. Like it never hit me like that.
I'm not crazy
Some
about like I like it, but like I'm just not that crazy about it.
Sake?
Personally, yeah.
I like sake, but I feel like I've never been fucked up on sake. Like I've been there drinking beer, and then like we get a thing of sake, and I'm like, have a couple shots, and I'm like, okay, big deal, whatever.
All right.
It never was like you take a shot of Rumble Mints, and you're like, woo,
Ooh.
god damn, you got hair on your chest, like you're feeling like some Jack Daniels, some
Yeah,
Jameson
dude.
Williams, like-
you're a man.
you're a man. Like, sake is like it just tastes like warm, watered down alcohol to me. I don't know. It just never really hit me like that.
Like I want to argue with you, but I can't. I can't.
But people say it's like they'll take it like, ooh, that's stout. I'm like,
See, I think so too, but like at the same time, I can't argue with you. Like I want to, but I can't because like I want to say you're wrong, but no. I will say this. Maybe you can disagree with me on this.
okay,
Like we've all had a shot of strong liquor. Like let's I don't know, something cheap, strong, like Evan Williams. You ever had a shot of Evan Williams?
the green label,
Yeah. I would not say I personally would not say it's good,
it's not good,
but it's strong.
it's strong.
Okay.
It'll get you where you gotta
Okay.
go.
Very different from sake.
Oh, 100% different.
And like I don't think sake's good personally.
Really?
I
don't know if it's good or bad. I feel like I don't know.
like it. I'll get some of it, but like I don't go somewhere and be like I want that.
Sake.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like it seems like that we've had this pressure on us that when we go to Miyabi's, we got to order some sake.
Exactly.
Isn't
like
that
it's a
strange?
thing.
Yeah, it's a thing,
man.
You order because you think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
But really, you're not supposed to do anything. You're supposed to just live your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to necessarily order sake when you go to the hibachi restaurant.
But you do it anyway.
But you do it because you think society has put this pressure on you saying, you have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to fucking say that you are or you aren't
You
supposed
don't
to do
have
this?
to.
You don't have to do it.
However, next time I go, I'm
I'm
probably
ordering
gonna
sake.
get it. I'm
Exactly.
gonna get it.
Exactly.
How's our Yingling treating you?
It's good, man.
Yeah?
Yingling is always when I switch to Yingling, it's like it's a blast from the past because it's like my path started on like Bud Light.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started really liking Yingling, and like after that was like kind of Blue Moons, Shock Tops.
Yeah, I like this path.
Then it became like, well, I know I've talked about this. People who have listened to the podcast know this by now. The average listener, but I started going to the heavy metal shows, and I was like, do I want to pay $4 for a Bud Light, or do I want to pay $6 for a Sierra Nevada?
It matters.
It matters, baby. That shit matters, dude. So I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to I want to maintain this. Like, what's the most buzz for my buck?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll muscle it down. And all of a sudden I was like, I really started. Sierra Nevada was the legitimate bridge over.
Yep. They're always the ones.
Sierra
man.
Nevada Pale Ale was the bridge. Now, I guess like the mini bridge is like Shock Top and Blue Moon. Like those have like a different flavor from a standard domestic.
That's the thing. Like I still like them.
I
You
do
still
too.
like them?
I still like Shock Top, not as much, but Blue Moon for sure. I
Yeah.
crave a Blue Moon once or twice a year, and I'll
Right.
order a couple of them.
But like it's not like your go-to. Like when you order one, it's just like, hey, this is here. What
Yeah.
about this?
you thought
That's-
you,
that
And it's
sounds
like,
about that's
let me
spot on.
let me just do that real quick.
Blue Moon is it's like Blue Moon speaking to you. It's like Oh, you forgot about me.
Oh,
When's the
you
la-
want some citrusy flavor? Well, guess what? I'm
Put an
still
orange.
here.
Put an orange. Just like
When's the last time you went out and was like, I'm going out to get a blue moon?
Never.
no. It
How
happens.
long
it happens
has
to
it
me once
been?
or twice a year. Like when we like. I'm not saying like. I guess like going out to get a blue moon. Never. But like going out and then I see a blue moon. I'm like.
You go out and it's already there.
But like I've already planted that seed
got
in
like-
my mind.
So
of,
now I just leveled up my mind and thought that love your mind. I could go get a blue moon right now.
is there one down there?
No, I mean on draft with a fucking orange in it,
It's just the juice.
chicken wings and a pizza.
I'm not worried about it.
Get Lord have mercy.
What are we on death row now? Bring out the boot.
Yeah.
Bring out the boot. Oh, that's
Not
that
to
shit.
not to sway backwards, but I heard both of you on the baked potato. Least popular side, death row.
The least popular
Oh.
side.
Least-
sweet potatoes.
Popular
Peas.
side, peas,
Peas.
broccoli.
Sweet potatoes.
You don't like broccoli?
No, I'm saying that's what I'm getting.
Oh, okay. So you're going.
Oh, you're taking.
Like-
you got to pick the
Like
least popular
like
side.
you're on death row, and you get an order right, but you don't know if the store's gonna have it. It's a 50-50.
And if you order it, I guess that.
You either get it or you don't. So now that ribeye.
Give me some options. Give me some options.
Like some options.
Like, give me some examples. I need a multiple choice fucking test here.
Okay, so
Okay.
so like you got steak, right?
But they might not have the steak you want.
They might not have that steak. So what's your second option that they're more likely to have?
Oh, chicken.
You gotta go hamburger meat or chicken.
Hamburger
not
meat or
chicken.
chicken?
So you can go like.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. It's one or the other. You got to make a decision.
either one-
You
either
get,
one,
You,
I feel
you
like.
get you get one shot.
But do you like? Can I go like steak and I rope in strips,
Oh,
ribeyes?
you can't rope in
fillets?
nothing, homie. Just death row. You get one shot.
That's
what I'm
sorry, they're
saying.
out. You only get fucking baked potatoes.
Ex-
So, like, you
Exactly,
could go,
that's
like-
what I'm
you could go
saying.
like a hamburger steak or like anything.
I'm gonna go hamburger steak, I guess, or a
See,
fucking
it's-
double cheeseburger.
it's-
chili cheeseburger from the clock.
Yes.
Oh my god!
They're gonna have it.
Give me a double
chili cheeseburger with
cheeseburger.
onions, fucking extra
Brother.
mustard.
I think that's my
You
go-to
said custard?
now.
Mustard.
Mustard.
Custard.
Yeah.
a chili cheeseburger with custard.
Let me get a scoop of vanilla custard on that bacon cheeseburger.
A double chili cheeseburger with mustard and onions. Oh my
Dude, it's a
god!
good too. Or you can get like a solidly seared burger. Like
That was a lot for you to say.
perfect- a
Can I get a
perfect-
solidly seared burger?
a solidly seared burger.
Solidly seared burger.
You can hear the slur.
I'm slurring it.
Hurry, I ain't got long.
Yeah. Hurry!
I can't wait in this line tonight.
Them fucking 30-year-olds, man.
Yeah. Once you get to this age, man, everything starts running together.
Oh no.
Does, man. Words,
Oh,
people.
fuck. So you get back to the hot yoga. You can get back to the hot yoga.
Next week, I'm getting back to it.
Next week.
It's a lot of fun.
He's a big hot
dude.
yoga guy now. If you didn't know.
Heck yeah,
I
dude.
think I told you this.
I've
when we went
I've heard a
on
lot of like mixed stuff on that. Like,
What's
like
the
I've
Let me hear the
negative?
negative. Yeah.
the negative? You want me to be honest?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the only dude. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, besides
that
that,
accurate?
like, I basically what I've heard is that it is fucking awesome, but you're the only dude there.
Sometimes, yeah, you're definitely like a
Like
men are a
sometimes-
minority in hot yoga class for sure. I know that sounds weird to say, but
Mm-hmm.
in a hot yoga class, usually you're outnumbered by women
Mm-hmm.
for
I
sure.
can see that.
And I mean,
But
like, that's fine. I get
There's
that.
been times where
Which is
it's
kind of strange because I think most men are pretty hot.
well, then hot yoga might not be for you.
Damn it.
But yeah,
But yeah, sometimes it's like 50-50. There's been times where men have left and women have left, and then I'm the only dude in there, and there's like 6 or 7 women, whatever.
And you just got your butthole up in the air.
Don't care. But they don't care either. They're
Those
suffering
bars.
through it to the point to where like you're in your own mental state. To the point.
Shavasana.
Oh no, Shavasana is
That's
like
peace.
the purest form of in your mental state. Everything
You're
else
fucking
is.
sitting crisscross applesauce going, woosah.
Think about think about it like this.
whose side's
In-
unbeatable?
in the last like couple minutes of your training at your gym, like is Turtle thinking?
I'll give you an example. On Thursday night.
Time out. Like, is Turtle thinking, like, in his, like, darkest depths of training, is he
That's what I was
thinking
gonna
about
refer to.
how he looks, or is he thinking about surviving? Because
I'm gonna tell you right now.
that's where you're going. You don't give a fuck who's around you. You are trying to get out and survive.
On Thursday
sometimes.
night, we trained pretty hard in drill class, and then we sparred pretty hard, and then we go get a water break, and then I tell everybody to come back around and circle around the ring, and then I make Caden and Turtle do 5 2-minute rounds back to back to back. So on the 4 out of 5 rounds, Caden hits a fucking nasty shot to the body on Turtle, and Turtle falls down, and Caden looks at the camera and starts smacking his fucking gloves together. Caden looks at the camera and starts smacking his gloves together. He's fucking hyped up, and Turtle just got his ass bust.
I love that shit.
And so then the round ends,
Love that shit.
and Turtle's fucking, he's holding his chest, and he fucking just lays down like,
he got him.
he lays down like his shins are touching the ground. He's fucking like flat, and he's just like holding himself. He's like, oh, I got 30 seconds to breathe.
Yeah.
And he's dying.
You're not thinking about how you look.
No.
He's
Or
fucking
how-
dying.
Do you think you
You
looking over
don't
that?
give up
You think
hope.
like you're paying attention to the person in the corner who is like attractive or whatever? No, you don't give a fuck about that. You're trying to survive
No.
the moment.
And
That's
in that
what
moment,
hot
he's
yoga
like,
is.
oh my God, I got one more round.
Yeah.
And
Gotta breathe.
and it's been 30 seconds. It's been 30 seconds, and he looks up and goes, I go, hey, it's been 30 seconds. Get up. And he goes, but it hurts. And I go, I don't care. Get up. And he's like, and he stands up, and he fucking fights hard. He pushes it. But it's like, that's why. If you don't push it in that moment, are you going to push it when you're in the fucking
Yeah,
tournament?
My experience to
Or we're in
going to
Chicago in 2 weeks, you're
my
going to push it?
Yeah, exactly. My experience to going to hot yoga is I get there and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, that guy's ripped. That person's ripped. Like, oh, there's a heavyweight person in the back. There's an elderly person in the back. So it's like, there's different people here, and it's like,
It's always the fat guy with the Vans shirt that's the best.
and then
Yeah, this dude come in here weighing 350 pounds, be like, nope.
and
Do the weirdest
it's
stuff
an
you ever
hour and a
seen.
half in 100 and something degree room.
That's
It's,
fucking
I wanted to
intense.
ask you that. Like, how hot are we talking?
it's not like sunbeaming on you hot. It's like if we got this room to 100 degrees hot, it's just like no
100.
sun. Like the sun doesn't drain you, but there's like when I walk in, like I'm naturally cold because I just came from outside.
Mm-hmm.
I walk in, I'm like, oh yeah, it's warm in here. It's cozy. I can almost go to sleep in here.
And
then
then
I'll
you're
lay
in there
down
for
and-
1 minute.
I lay there and I just kind of get a little stretched out or whatever. And she walks in. And honestly, I don't go in there too early because if you go in there too early, you're like, holy shit, I'm starting to sweat this motherfucker. And I got like 5 minutes before we start.
Yeah,
and
right.
it's
Yeah.
time. Let's get this shit going. I'm not trying to I'm starting to suffer in here.
Yeah.
But like after, like, you'll do like some stretches or whatever. But it's,
Do y'all do a warm up like before you
Yes,
start? Okay, so
yes.
you do a warm up as a part of the class.
Yes.
So you don't need to be warming up before you go in.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You'll do like a 15-minute warm up, and she'll be like, they say, don't drink anything, don't wipe your face off, just power through the warm up. And you
Oh,
power
yeah.
through it, and you're like, okay, I made it. And then you grab a couple sips of drink, and you
Mhm.
towel off, and it's all like stretches, like basically main stretches.
Right.
Okay.
You know, I've noticed my knees have been hurting me more because I haven't been going. My hamstrings have been a lot tighter. My body just hurt more since I haven't been going.
And you go on
but-
Saturday mornings, right?
yeah.
What's the Sunday class? What time is that?
They might have like a 6 a.m. class, but the one that I've been to is the 4 p.m. class. It's like midday.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would go to that with you. If you started going to the Sunday 4 p.m. class, I would start going
I mean, I can do the 4 p.m. class.
instead. Or I mean, if you want to do the Saturday
It
morning
is
class,
a harder class, I've noticed, because like,
Harder?
yeah, for some reason, like when I get up and go in the mornings, I'm like kind of loose. And,
because you hadn't drank Friday night as much.
well, I have done that, but they say it kills a hangover in like 10 minutes.
I would bet, dude.
Like the first 5 or 10 minutes, there's been people who are like head pounded hangover. They go in there and they sweat those toxins out within the first 5 minutes.
It's toxic.
Yoga is toxic.
But
We need to do it. I'm down to go on a fucking Sunday. 4
maybe
p.m.
I have
class.
become this like more spiritual person, but
Mhm.
I really have. For you, you know, you're a very. I mean, you eat protein puffs for God's sakes. So like
I
you,
love
For
Protein
God's
puffs.
sakes, he knows about the anabolic
So, like,
fucking
window.
time period.
So like if you could lose man, how much have I lost? I can't remember at this point. I probably lose 500 to 700 calories
Look, how much do you weigh?
at class.
How much do I weigh?
Can I
right
guess?
One.
Yeah, guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'd say 171.
You want to know what I weighed before I came?
What?
175.
Okay, I'm good
That's
with
kind
men's
of
weight.
heavy for you right now.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I weigh
So
that right now.
normally, what's your what's your weight normally whenever you're?
Like if I'm in it,
Yeah,
about 185.
and that's without dipping.
Damn, really?
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
in it-
185 is.
Do you mean in it
no
as
dip.
far as like your
Up in it.
lowest of like
no,
poor
185.
diet?
Like 185 is where I feel good.
That's where you feel your best. How
That's where I
often
feel my best.
are you in the 180s?
3 to 4 months a year.
So he prefers to be
honest.
higher weight. So whenever he's lower weight, he's
See,
skinny.
That's
Like,
why I think
I would
go
bet
ahead.
you like so. Like right now, I weigh 175. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's December 31st. I would bet you $100 that I can be under 140 before February.
I like.
And what do you do to get there?
Quit eating.
Walk us through it. Walk us through it. Tell us what you think.
You stop eating.
Well,
that
starving,
sounds really
starving
You
yourself
you
isn't
can
healthy.
you can drink as much water as you want, but like legit,
You're gonna sweat the
every day-
water
every
out.
day. You're gonna eat. You're probably gonna eat about once a day, and it's
You
gonna
stop
be
eating.
it's gonna be like you're gonna eat like once a day, and it's gonna be like a protein bar, like not the healthy way. Would not recommend.
That's how you do it.
But my appetite's like
He
nothing.
doesn't eat much.
Winds your appetite. Anything.
I have no idea.
It's the
Like
nicotine.
it would not faze me at all to eat, even without nicotine. Well, no, I take that back. Nicotine does
I know.
suppress the appetite a lot.
I know you told me this for
But-
years.
But like without the nicotine, I could probably do twice a day less than 1,000 calories unfazed.
That sounds about right. I've seen you do it. So
If I had to do it, I could do it.
No sleep helps a lot too. Like if you go from sleeping like 8-9 hours a night to about 5,
oh,
yeah,
I'm already there.
you will.
It
drop
seems like
you
your
would drop
take,
it
like your
fast.
weight cuts seem very unhealthy.
Oh, they are extremely unhealthy.
So what about like if like as far as like gaining weight? I know
Mm-hmm.
you're more of a person that feels healthier as a
do.
185 when
Mm-hmm.
you have more weight on you. So how do you do that healthily?
Well, for me, I'm eating 6 to 8 times a day, and it doesn't like it. It's not so much as like how much I'm eating, but it's not going a long time without eating.
Okay, so do you eat? How many calories would that be? If you're eating 6 to 8 times a day, how many calories are you eating in a day?
A minimum of 500 every time. Like as long as it's
Okay,
like,
so
as,
you're eating
as,
fucking a good
as long as
3,000
it's-
calories a day.
Mm-hmm.
But you're working out how many times a day?
Once a day.
Once a day?
Well, like normally it's going to be like once a day, and then like some form of like
What's your
weak
workout?
cardio in the evening. As far as like just a normal day.
Yeah.
So like if I work out in the morning, it's going to be about an hour of.
No, walk
like,
us through your workout.
Which one?
Okay, so like,
Right.
just to
Which
give me a random strength workout on a Monday morning, strength workout in the morning. Is that what you do typically? Is strength workouts like? Are you more
In the
inclined for like bodybuilding or?
Yes, but not because. Yes, but only because I like to keep weight on.
Okay, I got you.
So like Monday morning, if it's shoulders, I'm gonna go in there, and me personally, I'm only doing 1, maybe 2, like front shoulder exercise. Like I'm gonna hit press, maybe like 5 sets of 10, something around there, and then I'll probably hit 5 sets of 10 of some sort of like front raise, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 to 3 sets of the sides of the shoulders and the backs of the shoulders.
Okay.
Is basically what it's gonna be around 10 to 15 reps every time. But
Okay, so you're going high reps. Do you go high weight on those, or do you go like?
I go like I go as
Probably
heavy as I
middleweight.
can because it's
Really?
it's a lot easier for me to be stronger than it is for me to be bigger.
So you go as heavy
Way
as you
easier.
can to maintain the reps.
Right.
So like you're not going to
That's
go
exactly
fucking.
what I do.
So like the first set you do, you're not doing your fucking hardest
no,
weight. So
no.
the second set you can't do it.
Yes.
Right. Now whenever I say heavy, I mean heavy for me. Like
Yeah, that's,
he-
that's
which-
fine. Oh, of course. Yeah.
But
that's
it's
all
still
relative.
it's still extremely lightweight.
That's fine. That's
how I do
Just,
it.
just
Regardless.
because like I could go in there and throw around whatever I wanted to for
Fucking
5 or 6 reps.
You do
but,
5
like,
pound lateral raises. You do fucking 40 of them bitches. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt.
Exactly.
You don't get a
And
workout.
That's more of what I do. Because
I like that, yeah.
because
I'm the
I
same way.
get stronger that way. Like I could go in there and probably grab 25 or 30 pounds for lateral raises, but I'm gonna do maybe 10 reps for maybe 3 or 4 sets, and like the next day, like I'm just not gonna get stronger that way personally.
Oh, yeah, I understand that for sure.
Yeah.
So you're doing a good strength workout. That's just like an example of your shoulder workout. So say you do shoulder workout, and then in the afternoons you're doing a cardio workout.
Yeah, it's either gonna be running or biking or something along
to
them
maintain
lines.
those calories, because you're eating 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day.
Oh no! If I'm doing that, it's gonna be around 10.
10,000
Or
calories.
I will lose weight.
10,000 calories.
Or I will lose weight.
There's
yes.
no way.
I will show you.
You just said
I will record myself through the
10,000
week.
calories is so
and
many calories.
I will prove that.
That's
to you.
Matt Stoney level.
I will prove that to you.
Okay, so you
If
Say
I work
again.
out twice a day, around an hour each time, right?
Sure.
Throughout the week, if I do not eat 10,000 calories a day, I will lose weight. Bet.
so like 8,000 you'll lose weight
Bet.
a day.
Bet.
What do you
So
what
many
do you, what do you
calories.
what's your diet like? What are you eating a day?
My diet. So a lot of it's gonna be the shake. The shake makes up a lot of that.
Right.
And then
How many calories is the shake?
So like I'll walk you through an ideal day. Okay.
Okay.
An
And
ideal
give us
day-
like calorie
When you
values
wake
too,
up,
please,
when you
'cause I wanna
wake up,
know.
how's it go?
See, I don't know calorie
Oh,
value
just-
because
or
like
on the shake at
so
least.
so really I don't have the money to pay for that, or I would
Understandably,
or I'll be more weight. So like okay, ideal day. I'm eating as much as possible, right? I'm waking up 4 a.m. I'm drinking a shake. That's gonna be somewhere between 500 to 1,000 calories.
Okay.
Right. That's gonna be 4 a.m.
That's the real one I want to know. You can
Mm-hmm.
leave out the values after that.
Okay. So 5 a.m. I work out. Done around 6 a.m. Same shake. Around 500 to 1,000 calories, blah, blah, blah. Right? I get to work. That's around 7 a.m. I'm eating then. That's going to be probably around 500. It's going to be something like yogurt, V8, protein bar type deal, right? Okay, bam, 9:30. A couple more hours hit. I'm eating something like an omelet. I'm really trying to get some calories in.
Yeah.
Eggs, peppers, that type of stuff. Chicken, that deal. Bam, 11 o'clock hits. Something like, the classic chicken, rice, peas and carrots. Okay,
Yeah.
Before I leave work, something again, some form of snack, probably beef jerky, orange. I get home, 5:30, after the workout, because the 3:30 stuff was so I could do my cardio. 5:30, I'm eating again. That's going to be real meal, something like, preferably like 90-10 hamburger meat, mixed vegetables, and probably like sweet potato fries, some form of carbs, so I'm not like dying.
Right.
7:30 is going to be some form of a snack, preferably protein puffs. Protein puffs
And we're back.
and milk, so there's something there.
Milk.
Yeah, milk. Yeah. And then 9:30, just basically whatever. 9:30, I might eat whatever I want.
Do you stick
It
to
might be
this?
ice cream at 9:30.
You hungry?
Yeah, I'm starving.
And then you wake up in the morning, you're like, I need a protein shake now.
Do it all over again.
So I feel like that's not gonna reach 10,000 calories. Like that is. It just sounds like
Yeah,
a fucking
that's-
6,000 calorie day.
that is
That's,
not-
I think it feels.
That's
like the
that's
way
why I
to me.
can't get over 185.
It makes sense. That's true. And now I will say, I will attest
Your
to this.
body will only let you go as far as you want to get. Your body
And
wants
see,
to
like,
go.
I will attest
that
this.
may not
He's
sound like a lot of
eaten-
money.
I've worked with him we were in the same office together for what, fucking
Yeah,
a year, over a year. And every morning he'd come in, he's like, yeah, I've worked out twice this morning. I've had 2 protein shakes.
How was it sharing an office with this motherfucker?
It was great.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Yes, sir.
Cheers.
Absolutely.
Cheers, man.
I'd hear the little TV going over there. I'd get me a little sneak peek.
Yeah, I'd be watching them Resident Evil speed runs.
Yeah.
He
On
always
YouTube when
talked
I got
about some
time.
weird shit, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he would. I'd have loved it. That's what I'm all about.
I
He
never
was
stopped,
always talking
man.
about some weird shit.
Never stop.
You ever watch horror movies?
I love horror movies.
What's
I
your
just
favorites?
don't like really anything like the whole Midsommar type deal. I'm just not a big fan of. Well, I say I'm not a big fan of like slashers, but like I like Scream. Like I
Scream's a good
like
slasher.
movies
Scream
like
is
that.
one of the
Like,
greatest slashes of all time.
It is. It is.
But like the what's it called? Like the paranoia movies with the cameras where the guy takes like the trash bags. on the
Paranormal
floor.
Activity?
Yeah, Paranormal Activity.
Where the
I like
people get
that.
dragged down the hallway?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
somebody's
I like
dragging
that.
them?
Yeah.
Insidious, The Conjuring,
Yeah.
Annabelle, stuff like that.
Yeah. Wait, is Insidious the one with like the whole creatures in the caves?
That's the Descent, I think.
The
Oh, that
Descent.
might be
see,
The Descent.
See, that
Yeah.
one I do not like.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
Insidious
a fan
is
of that
another
one.
like
Insidious is
demon type
yeah,
movie.
See,
Demon
I-
in the House.
I like the demons,
Demon in the
but
House.
it's hard to make one of the good demon horror movies.
Okay.
It is.
There's
really
a lot
is.
of them out there, but I feel like it's hard to make a good
You know
one.
what the best one is? One of the best ones is the Witch.
Yeah, it's
Witch
good.
is
The
like
Witch
is good.
The Witch.
I like
Anya Taylor-Joy.
I like the
good.
Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Okay, that was good.
I like that.
Did you ever
one
watch
a lot.
the autopsy of Jane Doe?
Mm-mm.
That was a pretty good. That was a pretty
Did
good
Heather
movie.
talk about that movie?
I honestly don't know.
If we had to make a movie, I want to put Heather director and Glover as the writer.
Okay, I'm in.
Those
So we're gonna be actors.
because yes.
Who else? All right, who else is gonna be actors? Give me actors.
Okay, give me
Come
Chris
on.
Harris has to. Be
Oh,
in the
Chris
movie.
Harris has gotta be in the movie. Chris Harris is
Yeah.
an idiot.
We'll have Luker as like the guy who you see him like when you first go into the horror, like
He's the fucking guy going,
yeah,
and he gets killed in the fucking weight room. Somebody
Yeah.
fucking drops the barbell on his head.
yeah,
Final Destination, baby.
Yeah.
That's how I want to go. I'm good with that.
for sure. Yeah, you
How's
gotta
Chris
have-
Harris dying? He's definitely like fucking somebody, and then
Yeah.
the killer comes in and kills him. Yeah, for sure, that's definitely Chris. DJ's got to be in the movie, and he's the last one that lives.
Who is?
DJ.
Oh, DJ.
DJ,
Oh my
like
God.
after everyone dies, he comes out of the woods, and he's like,
he could be another.
"Where the
one
fuck
of
is Chris?"
those- He could be another one of those guys who's fucking somebody and gets killed.
Yeah, that was DJ for sure. That's good.
Oh, who's in it, man? Oh yeah, so yeah.
we
that
have
would be
such a good cast
Yeah,
going.
yeah. We could
The
get a
problem
good
is
cast,
none of us
man.
can act. I feel like me and you could probably act, but
I think I could act.
I
I
feel like
really
I could
think. I
too.
think I could.
Just
Like,
gotta believe.
you gotta
gotta
believe.
believe.
You just have to believe.
you gotta believe
You have to become the part.
you have to become the part. You'd be a fucking.
I can enter that part mentally. I think.
What do they call that?
You're talking about a
Like Heath Ledger.
You're talking about a method actor.
Method actor. Yeah, that's it. See, I feel like I'm more of a character actor.
I'm more of a method actor.
I feel like I'm more of a character actor.
really.
And I really realized that. So I'll play like video games, like Overwatch or League of Legends,
Right.
and I've never been one to just play one fucking character.
Okay.
Like some of my friends could play one character and that's it for 8,000 games straight, and they were so good.
I
at
can
that
do it
fucking
for like 15 games.
and I can't do it because I love variety.
Me too.
Same with like beer, same with food, same with movies, same with anything. I love variety, and that's like I don't see how people do that. So I feel like I would be more of a character actor where I can mix it up more. But I feel like method acting and character acting is kind of like one and the same.
You know, Heather always says that method acting is lazy. She doesn't like. I appreciate method acting, but she's the person I go to her because I think that she understands directing to the best.
I would
level.
agree. I would agree 100%.
And I think, and she understands writing too to the point. And Glover is another one of those guys who understands.
You need to
directing.
talk to Glover about this.
I
We need
wanna
to have Glover on here.
Yeah, we've talked about it.
It's
I
gotta
actually had.
Shout out to Glover.
Yeah, Glover is a guy who, when he comes on, we're gonna get really in depth with movies
That's
and
fucking
writing
awesome.
and stuff like that. But yeah, I think that like Heather thinks that method acting is like you're so lazy that you have to like you're such a bad actor that you have to dedicate your entire life to becoming a better actor.
To like change your mindset to become the character.
Yeah,
Instead
and
of
I
just
disagree with that. I think that it's more.
I
You
respect the
appreciate
grind.
The grind. You appreciate the grind so much that
Dedication.
you're willing to you're willing to sacrifice your entire life for the role.
I agree
That's
with that
how I
too.
feel about it.
I see what
but-
she's saying though. I see what she's saying for sure.
Yeah, I do too. But and that has existed, I'm sure. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that if you are willing to sacrifice your time and your life to become a method actor, like if you watch Jim Carrey's documentary on Andy Kaufman, it is one of the best forms of method acting
Jim and Andy.
you will ever find.
Okay.
It is one of the best forms of method acting you will ever find.
So if you were to write a movie, Luker, what would you like? If you were to make it, direct your own movie, what kind of genre would it be?
Horror.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's so easy to create a variation,
You
but
think it'd
still
easy?
be good. Easy?
Hey, Sean, you want to take a
Easy.
piss break real quick? I kind of got to piss.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hey, we'll be back, guys. We're going to take a piss break. Oh, we
Cheers.
back. What's up? Cheers, y'all.
What's up?
It's good to have you guys here. Happy New
Oh,
Year.
man.
Good to
Happy
see
New
y'all.
Year.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year,
Year. We about an hour.
Welcome to
50 in.
Joe's.
God damn it, Joe's Crab Shack.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
to Moe's. That's what it is.
I
Welcome to
love some
Moe's.
Joe's Crab Shack, bro.
But it's
I've
welcome
never
to
been,
Moe's, I think,
but welcome
right?
to Moe's is so much better.
Yeah.
Dude, I went to Moe's for the first time. earlier this week, and then I went again.
For the first time, like ever?
No,
Oh,
no,
wow.
first time in a while.
Okay.
First
Okay.
time.
I
in
know.
like,
I went to Moe's with you before, like 4 years ago,
yeah,
5 years ago.
First time going to Moe's probably in like 3 or 4 years,
So good.
and then we went again the same week.
So me and Luke are, we love Uber Eats. We used to always Uber Eat at work, right?
We are Uber Eats whores.
So like I have like that's why I have the Uber One package to where you could get fucking free delivery and shit. Because we would just get it like once a week, like every week, maybe twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
And we like I have my card on there, his card, like some other people we work with together. We'd all have our cards on there, so I would just have the package, so we could get free delivery, and we just order off each person's card
Bryant's
every week
the
and
man.
rotate. So
He's a dude.
He's the man.
so
You can beat
listen
him in
to this
chess
shit.
though.
I can beat him at
he can. It's very true. So we fucking go. We normally order Moe's because you can get unlimited vegetables on stacks.
Mm-hmm.
You get a fucking wrong Doug, you can get all the vegetables you want. And so I would get all the vegetables because I love everything. I would get jalapenos, black beans, pinto beans, rice, fucking extra rice. I would get fucking tomatoes, jalapenos, bell peppers, corn, fucking all of it. Everything you can stuff in that little bitch, I'd do it. And then I'd add guacamole. So guess what they did? Uber Eats decided to change it to where you can only get 2 vegetables.
Okay.
So that's when we started getting Chipotle.
Chipotle's
Problem
good too.
solved.
Chipotle's good, but it's way more expensive for the
It
same
is.
thing.
Yeah.
Chipotle is.
Yeah.
It's
But at
good,
least
though.
it gives you the option to get like
Maybe it's
every
just me,
vegetable.
but I feel like you don't get as much either.
You don't. You pay more, you get less. It
Mm-hmm.
is very upsetting.
You ever been to Genghis Grill?
Mm-mm.
It's
I've
delicious.
I've heard about old Genghis.
That's good.
I've heard about it.
That's good.
It's delicious.
Where is it compared to like the whole Moe's? Like
I would say,
Foods,
I mean, Genghis Grill is better than fucking Moe's.
really
sure.
better
Yeah,
than
I
better
would
than
go-
Chipotle?
It's
Yeah.
fresh.
Better than Chipotle?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would go better than that. Yeah.
Okay. Are they still like a chain? Because like
Genghis
I've heard a
Grill-
bunch
Genghis
about them,
Grill
but it's
is
been
it a
some
chain?
people around here.
Genghis Grill's a chain. Yeah.
They
It's
are.
fucking delicious,
Oh,
man. It's
okay.
so good. I hadn't been in so long, man. It's probably been a year since I've been.
Yeah, it's been a little bit for me too.
And we used to go like we used to go like every other Sunday when you lived back at the apartment.
Oh no, we used to live like a mile and a half from there. So.
Ooh,
Man, on
that's
the way here,
perfect.
on the way here, I was thinking, we drank so much. We drank so much of the apartment.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I think it's officially fair to say that I've drank more beers here than I have at the apartment.
You think so?
I think so. It's close.
It's been 2 years here. 2 years, basically exactly. Like maybe 2 years
Fuck,
in a
it's
month.
been 2 years.
2 years in a month, 2 years in 2 months, something like that. The apartment I was there for
4 or 5 years.
6.
Damn.
From when I was 21 to 28 at least, because I became
Yeah, 'cause you're 30 now.
Yeah. You see how he does. You see,
That's just how it
stick
had
the
to be
knife.
done.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
This,
I know.
this has been like this for like the last 7
I'm-
episodes. So I'll
I'm
bring it
with
up.
you, man.
Oh, it's been like 10 episodes.
Since he turned 30.
Damn.
That was in July. If y'all wondering.
So, dude, Luker, like, we need to
What's
go. On, we
up?
need to go on another like metal show.
When we doing
Like,
it?
we need to.
When?
He's in. I just
He's-
want to show you. He's in.
he's
It's
in.
not,
I'm
he's
a-
not the problem. It's us. We're the
appre-
problem.
I appreciate
Dude.
people who are always like
We got
Spontaneous.
spontaneous.
We got to go to the Florida one, man. I'm telling you.
I want
you,
to.
He,
I
and this
do,
dude's a
but-
Florida. He got family in Florida.
You see old Florida Lukey Dookie? He's a different man.
Oh,
Looky
looky
dookie.
dookie.
Oh, more positive, more
What's a
outrageous.
looky dookie?
Oh, that's me in Florida.
Well,
That's you in Florida?
That's
well,
me in
they call him
Florida.
looky dookie because he doesn't give any shits. And if you don't call him looky dookie, then that's the only way he has shit. Is if you, the dookie. That's the only way.
Ah.
You gotta
He's looky
throw it
dookie.
in there.
He gives no shits.
Yep.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I just made that up. So
That's cool. Well, it's cool. It's a good backstory.
Yeah, thank you.
It's really cool.
yeah, I'm kind of a backstory guy.
All facts.
Yeah.
All facts.
All facts.
Dude, it's been really fun having you on, man. You know,
Yeah.
when we went out to Asheville, I had such a good time, just chilling and hanging out.
Mhm.
And you was one of those
Easy.
guys who, when you're around someone who's always negative, it takes a toll on you.
Oh God, it's fucking
So
It-
much
it-
work.
It might take a toll on you
Work.
immediately. It might take a toll on you in a couple weeks, couple months,
It's gonna
couple
take that
years,
toll though.
but it's gonna take that toll.
Yeah,
But
for
when
sure.
you're around someone positive, it's gonna uplift you. It might be.
Mm-hmm.
It might be right off. It might be in a week. It might be 2 weeks. It might be 3.
Yeah,
it might
for
be a
sure.
year. It
It'll
might be 3
happen.
years.
for sure.
But that person is going to impact you in some
Some
kind of way.
yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm always.
Make you feel some type of way.
I'm always. I'm always.
1738.
I'm always excited to be. I'm always excited to be around someone who's got good positivity.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I try.
Yeah,
I
hey,
try.
you know what? It's been a good podcast, guys.
Absolutely.
It's time for the New Year's festivities. It's about 7 p.m. right now, so
It's about that time.
it's time to start fucking partying hard.
Tomorrow's gonna suck.
You know what? It ain't gonna mean shit. It ain't shit, man. I'm gonna start drinking when I wake up. I probably won't. I'm gonna feel like shit.
I will, but cheers.
But look, anybody that are fans of the show, please, we say subscribe and like. Go in there and just tell your friends about it. If you like the show, tell your friends about it. You know, we're gonna have guests on it next year. Which is gonna be the time you listen to this is gonna be January 1st.
We already have guests lined up for the next couple of weeks. I feel like.
Yeah, we're recording this on the 31st, so next year is gonna be full of guests.
You know, in a couple hours will be the New Year. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's, boys.
I wish the
Yeah, Happy
best
New
for
Year to
you
everybody.
boys.
Happy New Year's to you guys.
Happy New Year's,
Happy New
guys.
Year's.
Hey, it's been a
Cheers.
good show. Appreciate you,
Cheers.
Liquor. Cheers.
Before we close it
Absolutely.
out, I want to say that Victory Apparel. If you need shirts made, contact either me or Bryant. You got our information. You got our Facebook. You got our Instagram. You know, Brew Collar Podcast, whatever.
At Gmail, yeah.
Make a hell of a shirt.
So let us know.
Yeah, thank
let
you,
us
man.
know. We'll get that
Yeah.
out to you guys. And it's been fun. Like, subscribe. We'll see you guys next week.
Hey, cheers, guys.
It's been fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah,
Cheers,
cheers.
folks.
Luker, it's
cheers,
been
cheers.
fun, dude. It's so good
Cheers
to
one
see
more
you again.
time.
100%.
Yeah,
Happy
100%.
New Year.
100%. Love you guys.
See you guys.
See ya.